It started.
Ten, nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, zero.
Tune in. This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about it. I had to go see a man about a meeting.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's happening, people?
Hey.
How you doing? Y'all, look, Dwayne is not only the first person, but he is on time. What's going on, Dwayne Wade Little? How you
We
doing?
all on color people time tonight, CP time tonight. So,
But I'm just saying, Dwayne usually don't get here till 8:30. He is here.
After they got down fentanyl don't kick in on him.
Let's say that fentanyl don't kick me in on.
Shout out Brooks County, Dwayne Little.
And congratulations to your Florida Gators. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
we appreciate y'all.
Thank you. What's going on, Nick? He said he was about to, in his Nicholas voice. When will the show begin? Well, we're here. We're here, and we're glad that
Going on, Nick?
decided to join us tonight. Welcome to the Monday night edition of the Friday Night Lights podcast show. How are you doing today, Paris? What's going on, Marquise?
What's going on, Marquise?
Hold
What's
on,
going on,
just go.
J-Bo? Happy holidays to you as well. What's going on, Mr. Hurst? We
Damn, how you
appreciate
just gonna overlook the wizard like that?
you. Hey, Wizard. Now that you're here, I was coming back. But now that you're here, Wizard, that means that you'll be here on time, and we appreciate it. But go ahead and do your 8-ball, sir. We don't want to hear no snorting on the podcast tonight.
No,
Okay. What's going on, Mr. McDaniel? How you doing? Big coffee in the building. He said them Gators coming for everybody this year. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we, sir?
Who, the Florida Gators?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Hold on. No. He talking about the Florida Gators?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? Let me go on and fix me a drink on that one there.
Real quick, babe, before we kick off the show, because we do got a full show tonight to catch up on some things from this weekend. Can we get a flow to the EP? Let him handle his business real quick.
Most certainly can.
What's going on, good people? What's going on with you?
All right.
Just want to take out a little time just to show appreciation to the panel, and this is from one of the sponsors. He has some plaques made for you guys, and the first plaque is for Thursday. He said Thursday SD, but Thursday BS Rollins.
I know what SD stands for, but I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Me too. I'll just wait till we get off air.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going.
That's my alter ego there.
The next one is for Jess, and it reads Friday Night Lights, High School Football, Georgia, the greatest podcast ever.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then third is Kira. He called her the feisty bulldog. This is for Kira. And
Thank you so much.
The feisty one herself.
Thank you so much.
And last but not least, it's your boy Yo Soy. But
why?
So yeah, this is what the sponsors did for the panel. and we appreciated him, and more to come.
Appreciate you, Danny.
Now, yield back the floor back to you guys.
Appreciate you, EP.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Danny. Good
Appreciate it.
looking.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Danny. So let me say hello to the people. Colin said, Bulldogs fans, y'all welcome for my Sooners putting y'all in the SEC championship game.
Okay. You know what? Sooners, thank you. Florida, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, no.
No. We got to, because honestly, I did not want us to go to the SEC championship game.
Exactly. That's why we ain't thinking Oklahoma. When I want Alabama to win, when I want them to lose, they lose. When I want them to win.
No. Here's the thing. Ole Miss, the one that messed up the church's money. Ole Miss had no business losing to Auburn.
Texas A&M play Auburn.
Texas A&M beat Auburn. That's who it was.
Yes.
No, I thought Auburn. I thought Auburn beat Ole Miss. I don't know what the fuck.
Florida
what
beat
am I
Ole
thinking
Miss.
about?
Florida beat Ole Miss, bro.
Oh, you're right. You know, I've been drunk all weekend, so bear with me.
It
Bottom
shows
line
that
is,
you know.
Bottom line is that Auburn game is what messed up the church's money.
Well, not really, because Texas A&M wasn't the problem. It was really the Oklahoma beating Alabama and the Florida beating the Ole Miss.
The SEC church's money is messed up right now. Bottom line, everything's supposed to play out. Texas A&M supposed to play this week. Texas and Texas A&M, or Texas and Ole Miss was supposed to turn around and play after Army Navy.
Well, it's all good. Texas A&M still can go by beating Texas, but Georgia will be in possibly against Texas or Texas A&M. So that's all that matter to me. I thank them. I worry about that come this weekend.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it this weekend. I'm worried about it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because this weekend we got Georgia Tech. Easy money.
And I don't know about easy money, but
let's hope so.
It ain't gonna. It don't matter. It still ain't gonna mess up the church's money regardless. Because it's a non-region game. It ain't. It's not an SEC game.
Yeah, but again, bro, if we lose to Georgia Tech, we need that SEC championship game to get into the playoffs. So, but we'll worry about that later.
We'll worry about that later. Yeah,
you
drinking.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I do got one more thank you. Thank you, Harlem, because now I can watch the Georgia game and I can watch high school football all in the same night. Okay, let's roll.
Okay, what's going on, Paris? He says, fired up PC Trojans, Friday versus Calhoun. Nick says, I'm looking forward to some fierce and tough competition this week. Yes, there are a lot of great quarterfinal games going on this weekend. What's going on, Obadiah? TCC checking in. Marquise said, I appreciate y'all for doing this show. We thank you so much, Marquise, for your appreciation. He said, I really hate that football season is winding down. Yeah, don't remind me. I'm gonna have to find something else to do. Nick says, wishing every team a successful night and an injury-free contest. I do as well. Everybody except Calhoun. I don't wish you a successful night. And that's just because you playing my team. I'm sorry. I do wish that you remain injury free. I do wish that, but I don't pray that you're successful. What's going on? Charlotte Laster Langford, welcome to the podcast. Big Langston checking in. We're so glad that you decided to join us tonight. Thank you so much.
Especially Mr. Langford. I'm sorry, I'm thinking that you are a female. And,
yes.
Charlotte. The fact that you got Thomas County Central coming into to play Langston this weekend, it's big for you to come on tonight. So you're gonna probably hear a lot of people coming at your team this week on our podcast. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Which I need to go ahead and put this plug in?
Go right ahead.
Okay, which brings me to my next comment. So guys, we're down to the quarterfinals, right? So the choosing of brackets, we can do that in one show. So now we're getting to the portion of our program where we can invite people from different fan bases to come and talk to us and let us know why you think your team would win. Now we are certainly appreciative of Thomas County Central and Coffee County and Thomasville and Cairo and Toombs County and every Green
Burke County and
County, Burke
Thompson.
County, Carver,
Yeah.
Columbus. We appreciate all of y'all. And we are so glad that y'all are our loyal listeners and we couldn't do without you. But we want to hear from you, but we also want to hear from those that are not that we don't have a lot of. So if y'all know somebody from Sequoia, if y'all know somebody from who else?
Langston
Yeah, Langston
and
Hughes, we have them.
Milton,
And Milton and Carrollton
Calhoun, and just anywhere,
Grayson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure they tune into the podcast. And if they want to come on and talk to us on Wednesday about why they think their team is going to win, y'all just let us know because we'll send you the link and fan base against fan base, and y'all can go at it because we did that last year and it was hilarious. So
Yes, it was.
it
Especially
was,
when it came to the point of the people that had their chest poked out the feathers and had to eat crow after losing.
yes.
A lot of
Well,
them didn't show back up out of that game.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to hear from two teams. I want to hear from Sprayberry, and I want to hear from
Sequoia.
somebody else from North Gwinnett.
Sequoia. Sequoia.
Nah, I want to hear from somebody else from North Gwinnett besides Drew.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Mo.
What bird first name?
His name is Patrick.
Patrick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah, we want to hear from the privates too. We want to hear from everybody. So y'all keep
what
that in
coach
mind,
at?
and y'all talk to your friends and let them know so that on Wednesday y'all can come on and we can all hash it up.
And babe, I
That's
know you're gonna get to it. Not to interrupt you, bro, but I'm just falling through the comments, looking at some things, and I see that we have another Langston Hughes, Lakeisha McGee. So, man, I know you're gonna get to it, babe. But I'm just saying, I'm just thrilled that Langston is in here tonight, and I'm just
Yeah.
interested to see how far this gonna go.
Yes. So let me go ahead and say hello to everybody. Our resident mental, well, he ain't no, yeah, he need our resident crazy chick guy is here. What's going on, Oscar?
What's
How you
good,
doing?
Oscar?
How you doing, Miss Karen Webb? Let us know who you represent. How you doing, Miss Rodriguez? I'm glad to see you back. TCC checking in. What's going on, man? Burke County is in the building. Hey, Danny. Welcome. We are so appreciative of our plaques. Thank you so much, Mr.
Appreciate you,
Wilkins.
Danny.
Mr. Wilkins, Thomas County Central is in the house. We thank you so much. What's going on, Mr. Pace? We appreciate you for liking and sharing this podcast. We certainly do. Dwayne, now we were friends, and here you go with this crazy stuff. Georgia Tech by 10. What's going on? Dylan Dees, Lee County is in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. And please make sure that you come back Wednesday as well. We would love to talk to you and let us know why Lee County is going to win on Friday. Let's see. Bernard Benjamin, welcome. Hope all is well. All is well tonight, Mr. Benjamin. We thank you. Mr. Ferguson, Lincoln County. Y'all have a big game coming up on Friday. That's one of the most intriguing matchups of the night.
hold
That's gonna
on.
be
You just said Lincoln County?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna keep all right, okay.
And
Okay.
because of the coin flip, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Ferguson, y'all come to Manchester. Am I
No, it's
correct?
that.
No, they play
Oh,
Manchester.
Lincoln County. Oh,
They
Lincoln
go to
County got the
Lincoln.
game at home. Lincoln
I
County got
thought the
that game at
bottom.
home, buddy.
I
It's the
thought the
bottom.
bottom had the.
Yeah, and that's Lincoln County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manchester traveled to Lincolnton.
Yes, this
Yes.
Friday. What's going on, Mr. Robert? Go Georgia Bulldogs. Our resident mental patient is here. Jeremy, the one that wanted to criticize our sports analysts, us acting like we sports analysts, but yeah, he have his happy ass up here every week. Yeah, I peeped that. And I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. You want to sit up here and
Hold,
criticize folk, but you want to bring your happy butt on here. we
Hey,
can
sis.
remedy that.
Hey, sis, can I ask one question real
You
fast?
certainly can.
Mo, can we incorporate a little Friday night and get some freedom today?
Go ahead.
Okay, you raggedy motherfucker. Let's roll. Let's roll.
Y'all. Oh, hey, y'all. Wait a minute. We got new listeners, man. Let's not just let them get in here and get their feet wet before we show them what we really like.
You're such
Nah.
a punk.
Screw that, dog. Screw that.
Oh, he's such a punk.
They tuned in. Mo gave us the green light. They finna catch us. They finna catch the
Okay.
real FNL podcast tonight,
Mm.
and they gonna be back on Wednesday and throughout the rest of the playoffs. You
Okay, so
raggedy
listen
motherfucker. Let's go.
to the new. You said a little bit now. Now to the new listeners on Mondays and Wednesdays, we kind of try to keep it even kill, but on Fridays it's a little more rowdy. The past 2 Fridays we weren't able to have shows, so Mo has decided. The executive producer has decided to let us incorporate a little bit of Friday on Monday. So that's what's happening. But usually Monday is very professional. I mean, we still tell each other, oh, we just don't cuss with it. Oscar said,
Jess, I
Oscar,
don't see Patrick. I don't see him.
okay, well, I'll send him the link. Is it the same link that you sent us?
Yeah.
You want me to send it to him right now? Or you want
If
me
you
to wait
got
a little
time,
bit?
it's up to you.
Yeah, I thought we would send it to him to a little bit later when we talk about the private.
All right.
Yeah, he can kind of give us a little insight.
All right.
Oscar says if they play in the championship game and win the 3 seed, and if they don't make it to the SEC championship, they would have been 10. And if they make it in, would have lost, they would have been 8, something like that. I can't fully remember, but it was something like this. They broke it down on ESPN the other day. So either way, they would make the playoffs. Okay. Yes, Paris, TCC versus Langston Hughes is going to be an epic classic game. Nick, we are glad that you are a part of this podcast as well. He says he is glad to be a part of this podcast community. DeAntoine, how you doing? Carver Columbus, Lakeisha McGee, welcome. Big Langston is in the building.
You
Paris
know,
says,
hey, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing real fast? Sis?
you certainly can.
Langston Hughes, first things first. Welcome y'all to the podcast. Haven't had many of your fans on here listening to us, but we greatly do appreciate it. Do us a favor. Share the link. Bring more of y'all fans in because we got a conversation for you tonight when we talk about your game versus TCC. Share the link. Bring more of your fan base in because we need y'all here to help us let these TCC fans know what they walking into. Because TCC fans already saying your visitor side is too small for them. So I'm just saying I ain't trying to stir the pot in that. I'm just a messenger. So don't shoot me.
His name is Thirsty B.S. Rollins. You can tell what the B.S. stands
Hold
for.
on, hold on.
And bro,
Thirsty
you ain't trying to
B.S.
stir the
Rollins, comma Esquire.
you ain't trying to stir the pot, but you got the spoon in your hand though.
And do.
Damn right. And you know what the BS stands for? Bullshitter. So let's go.
Paris says Northeast versus Fannin County. You think Northeast will have a shot?
I don't. You know what? Nope. I'm sorry to say, Northeast ain't gonna stand a chance on this. Nick gonna do his thing. They gonna. I really do think Fannin County gonna end up doing a New England Patriots, Bill Belichick type thing. Let them go on the scope. Give us the ball back and let them go ahead and do what they do. That's what's gonna end up happening. That type of thing.
Fannin County will not be used to the type of punishment that number 6 and number 5 finna bring to them come Friday.
But here's my thing on it. Do you really think that Northeast has the type of offense to score within 2 to 3 minutes? I
Uh
don't think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not
I
against Fannin
said,
County. They don't have a quick strike. They don't have that quick strike offense like Fannin County has. That's all I'm
They
saying.
got a number 5 and a number 6. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. And I'll be shoestringing out. I'm tearing his ankles up all day because I'll be dang on if I'm telling my guys to go high. Cut them low. Cut them low. Cause I'm looking for baby kids on Friday night. Cut them low, cut them low.
Bro, I understand you've been on Fannin, and Fannin been a good team this year. I won't take nothing away from them. But playing up against this Northeast team, they're not gonna be ready for that.
In Fannin County, man, come on. Man,
I don't care if this game
you
was on the
simply know it's gonna
moon,
be some
bro.
home cooking going on. You know it's gonna be some home cooking going on there.
I don't care if it was on the moon, bro. They're not gonna be ready for that.
Bruh, it's gonna be some phantom hole calls called. It's gonna be some phantom unnecessary roughness. It's gonna be some phantom face mask called in Fannin County all
Yeah.
night long.
Okay.
Where's the lie at I told?
No lie.
Well, it was a different team, but I will say that Northeast has gone into hostile territory before and come out victorious. I mean, they almost didn't come out with their lives, but they came out victorious.
I don't see it happening this weekend. That's
See.
all I'm saying. But we'll talk about it later, though. Let's move on.
Okay. Kenneth Hurst says, I hope they print more tickets and add more seats. 3,800 is not going to cut it.
For who? The TCC Hughes game?
Uh-huh.
Well, hey, y'all better buy your tickets now. That's all I can say. I'm watching on GPB because I was gonna go to the game, but now that GPB showing, I ain't got to sit out in the cold.
I know one thing: if Peach County wasn't playing, I sure would be taking me a trip to Comerville because everybody gonna be gone.
I mean, everybody.
I'm hitting the
Ski
bank.
mask and gloves.
Oh, what? Well, you can rob that. You can take your time and rob that whole town because they all gonna be gone.
City and the county, baby. They ain't playing.
Side, Thomas County Central side, they all gone. But we're
Yeah,
not promoting that though. We're not promoting that though.
Thomasville gonna be in Dublin, man.
Long as you avoid that one cop that couldn't go.
He couldn't get out.
So he
he gonna be mad. So he allowed to beat me up real good trying to break himself down there.
No, he ain't gonna be staying out. He gonna be done download the GPB app and he gonna be watching GPB to watch TCC and Hughes play, and then he gonna switch over to the network to see what's going on in the Thomasville Dublin game. He gonna be occupied. He gonna be sitting on the side of the road as a decoy.
Yeah, you right. So, Miss Ebony, how you doing, Miss Butts? Brooks County is here. Tony McKelvin, what it do? So glad you showed back up, Mr. McKelvin. We appreciate you. Y'all had a tough loss on Friday, but glad to see you back in the building. Ware County, y'all come back next year and go even further. Dwayne says he's waiting on Thomasville and Dublin. Yeah, that's gonna be a really, really, really good matchup. I would love to see that. Mr. Shields, welcome. How you doing tonight? Yes, Wizard, we're looking for you. Make sure you come back. Let's see. Yes, Paris, Carver, Columbus, and Pierce County should be a good one. Welcome to the podcast, Nathaniel Jones, Mr. Virgil, Zach. Brooks County Trojan is there. He said he'll be on in 33 minutes. He's flying in from Columbus. Okay, we'll see you in 23 minutes because that was 10 minutes ago. What's going on, Mr. Murphy? Checking in from Thomasville. Go Dogs. Kent Paul, welcome to the podcast. Colin says, I see the coin flip favors the North again. Lee will travel to Milton if they both make the semis. Oh, man. That's tough. Let's see. Oh, okay. Miss Webb is from Coffee County. Welcome, dear. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Ferguson says that they are in the bud. How you doing, Joey Rich from Irwin County? Congratulations. Let's see. Burke County versus Thompson Part 2. That's gonna be a good one. A real good one.
Main Lake, so what's my girl name from Thompson, man? I know you Burke County, but
Miss April.
It might have been Miss April. Somebody told me to put my crow in the freezer, man. Said Thompson gonna take care of Burke County for me, and said if they lose, she'll help me eat my crow. So I ain't eating no crow in Burke County just yet, Mr. Lakes. We'll see what happened after this Friday.
Yep. Miss April Finney from Thompson. She says that
appreciate April.
Mr. Miles said all these new folks popping out have you thinking, damn, they must don't like us until we got something good going on. No, they just probably just hearing about it. Let's see. Mr. Rich says Irwin versus Tryon. I go with Irwin for the win. I do too.
Not so sold on that one against Tryon, but
we'll see. Mr. Stone, what's going on? Waco is in the building. Good luck to y'all's teams this week, this Friday night coming up. So Thursday, are you saying that game does not move the needle for you?
No, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
Yo, do you feel like Tryon is gonna do the same thing to us that they've done the past 2 years to us and let us down in the quarterfinals?
They have been doing that, and Irwin is a tough draw. The only difference this year is Tryon is hosting. So normally Tryon is on the road in the quarters, and they've been coming up short. But I think with Irwin having to make that ride all the way up there, we may get Tryon to finally get over that hump this year.
Okay, yo, I hear what you're saying, and I get it. Okay, for the past 3 years, Tryon has not made it past the second round. We was riding through the regular season. We get in the playoffs and let us down in the second round.
And
I'm
that's the
sorry to
point.
say,
And that's the
Tryon
point.
goes.
They made it this year to the third round, and they get to host the third round, bro. That's a recipe for success.
But look who they playing. Let's be real about it. Look who they playing.
Well, we know they got Irwin, but we also know that Irwin has slipped up a time or two this year also. And to go into a situation, like you said, a hungry team who hadn't made the quarterfinals the last couple of years, who've been playing good ball all year long and finally get over that hump, bro. I don't see them just laying down to an Irwin County team coming in.
Oh, they're not
Now,
gonna lay
don't get
down to
me
Irvin
wrong,
County.
I hadn't picked that game. Now, I hadn't picked that game yet, but I'm just saying, I just don't think it's just Irwin for the win, hands down.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. As Kirk Cuzzo said, come in your trap, take over your trap. That's what Irwin's about to do to Tryon. Come in Tryon's trap and take over their trap Friday night.
Love to see that, bro.
I eat crow on that one Friday night if I have to, but I don't think I will though. I think I'll be eating me some taco mac instead of crow on Friday night.
We know.
We know. You don't do shit else. You gonna eat taco mac. Christopher Sloan, I don't know if I told you hello already, but hello. It never hurts to say hello twice. How you doing, Mr. Sloan? Chris Pay said Jeremy ain't worth a damn. You damn right he ain't worth two dead flies.
Smash that.
And you just not realizing that? Where
now,
you been?
Know I know. Fuck him.
Raggedy motherfucker.
Dwayne said we turned up on Friday. Say it with your chest Friday. Let's see. Mr. Ferguson says if we win Friday, we will be back home for the semifinals from the coin flip today. Oscar said them folks heard cussing before. Damn that. Let it out, y'all. Of course,
you know what?
Say that.
Now that moved the needle right there. That moves the needle right there.
Well, Oscar Miles, if you know, man, if y'all been listening to this show, I'm the least cursing person on this show, man. So I ain't gotta let it out.
Yeah, on the show. Say that again.
On the show, cause in real life, not, you know.
So we cuss.
But here's my worst.
Oh yeah,
man, here's my worse than mine. Off the show, your mind worse than mine. And guess what? I'm a sailor at that.
I mean, a true sailor. I mean, what I do doesn't compare. You know,
I don't know now. I ain't been chasing mules now.
Whatever. So my cursing is not as bad as theirs. I just let it out.
Hey, everybody get off right now because we all about to get struck by lightning.
I'm the worst one.
Thank you.
Yeah, between my two sisters, being thirsty, and then my little meek and humble ass sitting in the back of the classroom.
But lightning finna damn strike. Roscoe, welcome, Roscoe, Brooks County. He said, say it with your chest Monday. John Wilkins predicts TCC will win 38-14.
And what?
Football,
tackle football. Now y'all know.
I thought we were talking about flag or basketball.
Yeah, because we talking about this Friday.
This
Yeah, this
Friday, that's what
Friday.
No,
they
no,
saying.
no.
No, Charlotte. It ain't going down like that. We gonna discuss that. It
Yeah,
ain't going down like that.
they finna fuck y'all up. Kenneth Hurst says yes. Find out about tickets. 1,900 tickets is not working either. What's I'm sorry, y'all. Good. What's going on, Mr. Reddick? How you doing? Miss Rodriguez says our fan base travels deep. We have road trips, but never away games. Oh, I like that, Miss Rodriguez. I really like that.
Well, I guess you
Um,
having a road trip. Hold on. We talking about a TCC fan?
uh-huh.
Oh,
They
they
say
got
they don't have
this a road trip. They might well go ahead and make their reservations right now because they ain't gonna feel like driving home Friday night.
child. They finna cook. They finna y'all gonna
Do
run.
you?
All I got to
Now
know is
you know and they know I don't care.
Yeah, I
bruh,
know.
all
You've
I
been
got to say
drinking a
is
lot
coming from
tonight.
Fairburn, Georgia, all the way back to Thomas County is a long ride. And
Hell
one
yes, it
thing, that buck gonna be jumping down 75 about to flip over, or it gonna be quiet as a church mouse. You can hear him piss on cotton.
is.
Well, I guess we're gonna be hearing rats piss on cotton Friday night.
If y'all stop at Bucky's this time, I might stop through and say hey to y'all.
No, not if they win, I stop in there and holler at Matoma County Central folks. We can do that, Jess. But if they lose, I'm not stopping there. Them folks might tell Bucket down, man. Them folks gonna be so upset.
Mr. Matt says Northeast better take a crowd because they will need it. Um, Charlotte said,
Hmm.
TCC, y'all better bring y'all damn lawn chair when you sting y'all asses. She ain't gonna say it like that, but that's how I interpreted it because it's
Hey, last
Friday.
week y'all packed the truck with them shaker rocks and stuff. Y'all couldn't take them deer horns. Y'all better take your lawn tail now.
She said, you better take your damn lawn chair. We ain't got shit for you up there. You get what you get. Ain't that what you saying, Miss Charlotte?
Sound like to
Um,
me. Sound like to me. Hughes ain't showing no southern hospitality.
they say fuck that. We got a game to win.
And TCC said, fuck that, we'll make it work.
I
And there
heard
it
Mm.
that.
is. And there it is. Dwayne says, shout out to the region of Doom for having 3 teams in the Elite Eight. That is
Hey,
indeed impressive.
big up Dwayne. Like I said, I think it's Clinch, Brooks, and Irwin still in. But
Mm-hmm.
still, like I said, now we did say that was one of the toughest regions in the state. You know, we said Region 2, 5, or Region 5, or Region 2 and 5A, Region 1 and 4A, and that region there in single A. But it still stands where Region 2, 5A has all 4 of their teams still in the playoffs. So big ups to that region, Dwayne. That's big.
Marquis said, I would advise you to stay in protective custody, Mr. Thirsty. Thomas County Central fans aren't happy with you. And I'm gonna go ahead and answer for my brother. He gonna say, I don't give a damn.
I really don't. I'm gonna tell you like a TI is. If you don't like it, oh well. What? I'm kissing babies and tucking mamas to sleep. I
Oh,
really don't care. Cause I'm gonna tell you
Lord.
like a TI is. If somebody gonna tell you the truth, it's gonna be me.
Nelson Carswell the third. Thank you. Thank you for joining our podcast. He says, y'all better get to the dub. Ryan Wembley says, what's up, y'all? Brunswick was fool's gold. They definitely were.
Kind of knew that it would show.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to Coffee. And shout out to the Region 2, 5A. 4 of their teams are in the Elite Eight. That is super duper impressive. Shout out to you all.
And
Um,
I think that stat remained 50% by the end of the week. I won't say what 2 out the 4, but it's 2 of them up against some juggernauts. That's all I'll say.
okay. Willie Anthony Thomas, welcome to the podcast. He says, good evening, y'all. I got my ears on. This show never disappoints. We certainly
Appreciate
appreciate
that,
it.
Mr. Thomas.
We do
Yep,
our best.
it's Miss Finley. She's checking in, y'all. She said, yep, we will determine that meal Friday.
No
Hmm.
comment, Miss Finland. I cannot comment at this time. So
Shit. Okay, if he ain't gonna comment, I'm gonna comment. I'm not eating no crow and I'm not eating no humble pie. Shit. I'm putting it out there. That's my receipt. Uh 34 minutes and 30 seconds into the show. That is my mark for my receipt. I'm not eating no crow nor no humble pie.
There it
my
is.
lord,
Mr. Virgil, Tryon has Irwin County. Um, Chris says Irwin, Clinch, and Brooks will always be there. They're deep playoff teams annually.
Agreed.
I agree. I agree.
And not
Nick said,
just this year, last year. I'm sorry, babe. You talking about history of Georgia high school football. You talking about three powerhouses in the single A, double A divisions, respectively, that they played in. Irwin, Clinch, and Brooks, top of the top three. You know, you throw Thomasville in from that area and a couple of more teams down in that area, man. But those three right there, Irwin, Clinch, and Brooks, you gonna hear about them. Second, third, sometime fourth in championship round.
Mr. Virgil says Lincoln in Manchester. Who y'all got? I think we're gonna go over that a little bit later. Yeah, your name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach also says fuck them. I don't know who you're talking about, but yep, fuck them. What's going on, Mr. Walker? How you doing? Please don't tell him that, Obadiah. He's already swear he know every damn thing. Come to think about it, yo, soy, you right.
I know he talking about on the least cursing person on this podcast. You know it, Obadiah.
Well, Mr. Fletcher, I'm glad you turned a new leaf. No more vulgarity from here. Okay, good for you. I think I might follow in your footsteps. Nah.
Ian Wood.
Coffee versus Lee. Coffee versus Lee and Milson for the state championship. Okay, so Mr. Walker is saying that.
Whoa! We just gonna let that comment slide.
I'm trying to elaborate. So Mr. Walker is saying Coffee is not only going to be Sequoia, but they're also going to be the winner of the Hughes TCC game, and then they will play Lee or Milton in the state championship. That is what he is saying, and they are hitting on all cylinders. Their offense is going. Their defense has already been stopped, so that's why he's saying that. Am I right?
So can I come in before you, bro? Can I have this before
go ahead.
you?
Go ahead, because I'm gonna pour me another glass while you comment.
You just want an excuse to damn drink.
You don't need that. That's my brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that regardless.
So, Coffee County. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and pencil you in for a semifinal game. Sequoia has had a great year. I don't think Sequoia know much about Coffee and vice versa, but I'm gonna give a nod to Coffee. You're in the semifinal. Okay. Now here's the problem with that. You got to face Langston Hughes or Thomas County Central. Ain't no way. Well, it's a chance. It's a chance that you can beat Hughes or Thomas County Central. Can somebody please let Mr. Walker know what that chance is?
Zero.
Snowball chance.
Snowball chance.
Chance in hell that you're going to beat Hughes or Thomas County Central, sir. So with that being said, nah, you don't repeat as no kind of state champion. You had a good run. I didn't expect you to make the semifinals, but I got to tip my cap. You should be a semifinals team, but there's no way you get past Hughes or Thomas County Central.
And I totally agree with you. You took the words right out of my mouth, dog. Yeah, Sequoia, you're gonna beat them. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But that semifinals, we're gonna tip your hat. I'm gonna tip my hat to you and tell you to get home safely. Just being honest. Like I say,
but if they have to go down to Thomas County, at least they can just turn a cartwheel and be back home. But if they got to come up to Fairburn, Georgia, like I think they're gonna have to.
No if they coming up to Fairburn, Georgia, dog. That's the thing.
Some kind of sense say y'all full of shit. Y'all gonna stop playing on their top.
I say if because I hadn't picked that game yet. I said what I think is gonna be Langston Hughes, but I hadn't picked that game yet because I hadn't went and looked at the things that I need to look at, especially if the Wizard put it on his pick'ems. I got to go look at that game before I choose. But just right now, just looking at some things, I think it will be Hughes, but we'll see.
I mean, listen, I don't know who is going to win because why?
You're not a procrastinator. You're not a procrastinator.
Prognosticator.
But I tell you what, it's all the same thing.
Yeah,
It is not the same
Tomato,
thing. No. This is what we're not going to do. We are not going to confuse words. A procrastinator is totally different from a prognosticator. We're not
Okay.
doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay.
We promote intelligence on this podcast.
You're
So
right,
we're
sis.
not
You're right.
doing that.
I'm sorry, sis.
No
I'm
matter
sorry.
how many dummies participate in chats and stuff.
It's damn sure some thurlers in them
No,
damn
no,
chat.
no,
Earl in
no,
this boat.
no, no. We can't call them dummies. We're gonna call them crash dummies.
No, we just call
No,
them
they
Teenage
dummies. They ain't
Mutant,
crashed yet.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
The
Turtle.
Thurler, Teenage Mutant Ninja Thurler. Good slow. Okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Wilkins says we're coming deep and we don't mind traveling. Mr. Kinslow says I'm late, but Lincoln County is in the building. Miss Finley says she loves the curse, and we appreciate that.
Oh, don't worry,
Miss
you're gonna get some more.
Heather Knight, Heather Knight Rodriguez said you told us the truth last year a few times too, but we made believers out of you. Sure did.
No, because Thirsty was on y'all wood last year, Miss Rodriguez.
No, y'all won. Neither one of y'all
I
won.
wasn't. Thirsty was. Thirsty picked Thomas
Yeah, he
County.
switched up. He switched up.
He switched up at the end, but it definitely was both of y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I didn't believe in Thomas County Central because of the offense, but I, the defense is what carried them last year. I don't care how you put it. I just don't feel your defense and your offense is up to par of what you had last year. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
yes, you're going to have to prove me wrong. Make me eat crow. Make me eat a slice of that humble pie for dessert. It's the same thing with Thompson. I do not believe in Thompson this year. Again,
So
I don't believe in Athens County this year.
I got a question.
Yes.
What's in humble pie? Is that kind of the pie like? Is that one of the pies like Miss Minnie made on the hill? What's in
I
the
don't
humble
know. I
pie?
ain't never tasted it before. I don't
Okay.
know if
Maybe I
somebody from,
don't know.
maybe Chris County, Apple County can help me, can help us understand that.
If
No.
y'all gotta eat the pie, y'all don't want Miss Minnie pie. To my
No,
brother.
No.
no.
Miss Rodriguez said, and now all of us TCC fans hate you. Oh, you are just the sweetest. You are a sweetheart, man.
Uh, you know
You are.
what? I might come to the game. Can I come to the game and sit with you?
You don't want that, Miss Rodriguez. Tell them hell no.
I'm not
You
gonna
don't
be
want.
drunk. I'm gonna be sober.
Yeah,
That's a
but
lie.
When I leave the
and
game, hold on. I'm gonna be sober when I leave the game.
yeah, but he
Yeah,
gonna
when
be
you
messed up.
leave,
So, and he has his way, y'all. Mike, he has a way of judging without judging. He don't say nothing, but it's all on his face. And I'll be like, what? He don't say nothing, but I know he be judging me real bad. He don't say nothing though. He just look, then he start grinning and go, like he's doing right now. Yeah, you don't want to sit by him. James Dunbar says, "How about those Burke County Bears?" Welcome to the podcast, Mister Dunbar.
How about
Uh, uh, oh, hey, what's going on, Ross? She said, "Pop your shit."
aha?
Oh, somebody asked me to. Oh, somebody tell me to pop my shit.
Shit.
Shit now.
Hold on. What is comment at? Shit, I need to know what the. I don't know what is comment
This
at. I
lady
ain't
Miss
seen.
Rye Hendricks. She says, "Pop your shit, thirsty," with a
Oh,
Google
I
eye.
will pop my. I'm popping my shit.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Mr. Fletcher says, "Go Thomasville." Uh, let's see. Zach says you have a 1% chance. Kenneth Hurst says if Coffee wins, TCC wins. Coffee's coming back to Thomasville, Georgia for some more humble pie. So come on, Coffee.
My lord.
Danny says this game will come down to the wire. Either TCC or Langston Hughes special teams will have to make some special plays to help their team to win. This will be a defensive game, and neither offense will not run or pass because of the competitiveness of this game.
Danny, you had me until you said the offense because C5 might have something to say about that, but
Mr. Walker says we lose the battle, but we win the war. That means that I think what he's
Hold
saying is
on, huh?
He's saying that they don't lose to the same team twice.
Okay, heard that before, but okay.
I'm just telling you what they saying. Mr. Hodges say y'all sleep. And Mr. McDaniel said, did y'all give Oklahoma a chance of blowing out Alabama? I'll just take our chances. Just line it up.
I heard that,
That's
Mr.
Coffee County. Brian
All I'm
Jones.
saying is apples and oranges on that. That's all I'm saying. Apples and actually that's apples and tomatoes on that. But okay.
Mr. Jones says TCC is the real deal now. Welcome to the podcast, Keita Boone. Mr. Hadley, how are you doing?
Whoa,
Friday
whoa,
night.
Jess, you ain't finna go by that comment that fast.
Okay,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
TCC is not that. You have to sustain it. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, our measurement for you sustaining it is at least get past through this class. So that's a good 5 years. You got to sustain this for. Sustain it.
Yeah.
That's all
Um,
I'm saying.
All I can say is this: two or last year returning champions or have been put out. I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but right now I just know of two:
Hmm.
Cedar Grove and Perry.
Now you know you talk about City Grove. You know where this conversation finna go, right?
no, it's not fixing
No,
to
no,
go
no,
there
no,
because I'm
no, no, no,
finna
because that's not the point I'm trying to make.
Okay.
So, with that being said, you got Milton, you got Thomas County Central, and you
Hmm.
got Coffee. All are
Hmm.
returning champions. Guess what? Two of those are eliminated automatically. Can't but
Hmm.
one of them win because they're in the same classification.
Hmm.
Okay. You got Pierce County that's still in. I think they
Hmm.
run in this weekend with Carver Columbus.
Yep.
Okay. You got PAC,
Hmm.
and I'm missing Single A.
Single A?
Yep, one and
No.
two.
Who won it last
Division
year? Who won it last year in single in Division One?
About him.
Bowden is still
Bowden.
in,
Yeah.
and Division
No.
two.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, no. Bowden's in Division Two. They play clinch.
yeah.
Division One, we got who's still? Man, Fitzgerald won it last year.
No, they didn't.
No, they did it. And
No, no,
Fitzgerald
no.
was
I'm
a two
thinking.
A
No, I'm
team
sorry.
last
I'm
year.
sorry. I'm thinking of Swainsboro and DeMello. That's what I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Swainsboro and DeMello.
Yeah.
PAC beat Swainsboro last year. So you got PAC that's still in private. Oh, that's the thing. That's it. Because there was no private last year, so PAC was that other team. So
Hmm.
minus those two, you got two that can't win it. You got
Yeah.
one that I think will be out this week, which is Pierce, and that's just my thought. Not saying it. I just don't think we have, but maybe one or two repeat winners from last year. It's the point that I'm trying to make.
I'm only saying one repeat, and that's Milton. Who else
Mm,
gonna repeat? You think Bowden about to repeat?
I mean, like I said, Bowden and PAC still have a chance.
PAC is not finna win private. Savannah Christian is gonna drug store them.
I disagree. Now, one thing I will say, I think the only team that has a chance of beating Savannah Christian this year is Calvary, but I think PAC beat Calvary. So, therefore, PAC and Savannah Christian will be the game. And PAC does have a chance of beating Christian, but I think it's going to be Christian. But that still don't take away from them having a chance, bro. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Okay.
The
Now, if Pierce County can get past this weekend against Carver Columbus, then they have a shot at repeating. We know City
Definitely.
Grove and Perry not finna repeat. Coffee ain't finna repeat. The next two games for Thomas County Central, well, I ain't gonna say the next two. This weekend, this Friday night for TCC, I don't see them winning, and definitely Milton repeating. But
uh-uh.
that has
Well,
nothing to do with
well,
what I
well,
said, though.
well. You got to hope Milton can beat Hoko.
Dude, it's gonna be a shootout, but
Golly.
at the end, no, at the end of the day, we know it's gonna be a shootout. But Milton has a better defense than
Hoko
Hoko.
has Hoko has a stupid offense right now.
They both teams got stupid offenses. It's gonna Milton has the better defense, though. Let's be real about it.
I like Hoko.
Hoko ain't had no defense all year for the
Bullshit.
most
I
part. Let's
like
be,
Hoko. I like
and I
Hoko.
like, and I understand why, but I'm a realist, and I like Milton. But
Um,
we ain't not, but we're not gonna overlook what the whole point of this was. In order
uh,
for TCC to be considered a dynasty, they got to win. They got to meet milestones consecutive years.
And that's the
TCC is
point I
not a
was trying to
dynasty right
make.
now.
That's the point I was trying to make. It ain't too many teams that's gonna win back to back for the sustained championship that you were speaking on.
It
yeah,
ain't even
it's
winning back to back,
difficult.
man. It's winning multiple within a certain number of years. It still ain't gonna
You
happen. It's
ain't,
very
you
few
don't know
teams that's done it. I don't know that.
that? No.
Okay, I guarantee you right now. This is gonna be the conversation Friday night and Saturday morning.
Okay.
This is the conversation. Offense did not play their best game. Defense was on the field too much.
Okay. So, let's see. Um, let me go. Hold on. Colin said we ain't eating shit pies. I don't blame you. Thank you, Dwayne. Those were not the same words. Marcus Bonds, welcome to the podcast. He said, I told y'all Elbert County was hell. Um,
We've been saying
um,
that all year.
Mr. Williams, uh, the wizard is not here. He's supposed to be. He about 5 minutes late, but I'm gonna give him some grace because they were talking their asses off, so he couldn't really come in. But did y'all see what Apple did to Carve Atlanta? Oh, hey, Mr. Wizard, you got a question right off the bat.
What?
You seen what we did to cover Atlanta, the Wizard?
Man, about time. Should have did that 2-3 years ago.
And Mr. Hurst says we're gonna prove Thirsty wrong. You're gonna taste it soon. Mr. Carlson said we made Rome look like a JV team worse than Carrollton did, and he still doesn't believe in us. TCC is going to enjoy our home game
Nope.
that Friday night.
Nope. I had y'all beating wrong. Don't do me. Not today.
No, what he's saying is now you had them beating Rome, but what he's saying is they beat Rome worse than Carrollton beat Rome. So he's using that transitive property thing.
Yeah, and that don't work here.
Yeah, no,
That never works.
Yeah,
matchups make a thing, you know.
Mr. Wilkins says TCC's defense gave up 7 points the first round and 7 points in the second round. So how's our defense not good? I don't think they're saying that the defense is not good. They're just not as good as they were last year. Because, I mean, like, kind of like UGA. Like, in 21, that defense was ridiculous. But now in 24, or was it 22? Yeah. But like in 24, it's a great defense, but it's not 21 defense. That's all they saying, Mr. Wilkins. That's all. Mr. Hatley, I don't know if I told you hello, but welcome. And Mr. Hurst says that TCC's talent is deep. And here we go.
Lies and garbage. But okay. All I'm going to say is, if Cam Brooks steps off the field on your defense, what happens on the left-hand side of your defense? Talent is not deep. It's not next man up. Okay. Can we talk about my predictions in the private classifications so I don't have to show my privates tonight?
Yeah, we definitely don't want to see that shit. Go ahead.
Well, some people may want to.
Nobody want to see your...
You know what? We're just going to talk about how I went 7-1 in private over the weekend.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that.
Thank you, Aquinas, for proving me wrong and showing that you being in 3A was a good thing.
Yes, it did work. So shout out to Aquinas, and we're gonna have Mr. Bird to come on here when he gets the link. He'll come on here and he'll kind of talk about that game a little bit, and he will talk to the podcast about how a couple of our panel members doubted that Aquinas would get as far as they have.
Yeah, I really didn't see it because of their 10 games prior. Just didn't see it. But I'm glad they did.
Okay, let's go to Division 2.
Okay, Division 2. Went 7-1 again. Tryout. Are you trying to make me eat? What y'all been saying all night?
Crow and
Crow
humble pie.
and humble pie?
It's actually humble pie, but it's
Oh,
we'll say
humble.
we'll say humble pie. That's fine. We country. It's fine.
Okay.
Humble pie is fine.
So yeah, congratulations, Tryon, however it's pronounced. Congratulations on the win. You finally made it past the second round. Okay.
Division 1.
Division 1. 8-0. What can I say?
Hmm.
I want to get one. I just want to put one thing out there. Look at that Fannin County Jeff Davis. Thomasville Temple. Northeast Lamar.
Head on the head, right there around it when you.
Right there around it. I put a little dent in the wood, but I was close to it though.
Good job. Good job. Good job, Wizard. Shout out.
Okay.
Let's go.
Call Atlanta. Yeah, you let me down. Hate Bill Charter. You let me down. Think I might have to let them teams inside of 285 go. And
Yeah, you ain't got no damn choice. They gone.
shit, I think I got a few left. I
They
got a few
polishing
left I
up the
can ride with.
basketball court.
I'm gonna have to let them teams that shit. Them two
I got a
gone.
few.
Ain't no
I
need
got
to
a
hold
few.
on to them.
I got a few I can hold on to.
You
It's
said
not-
them. You said these particular. I thought you meant these particular two teams. Of course, it's some
No.
on.
All
Now,
the teams inside of 285.
now here's
Well,
the thing about 2A though. That's a competitive region classification, man. Like that should be the one that you got the most wrong in because it could have went either way on any of those games. So
Yeah. But the good thing is I only got 2 wrong in. And this is the one that I got the most wrong in, I think.
that's easy to know.
Okay. Moving on to 3A. Oh, no, 3A was the one I got the most wrong in. You know why?
Sandy Creek in North Hall and Southeast Bullock.
Yeah.
Harlem.
I mean, they didn't score. They ain't scored not nary point.
Okay. Here's my thing. I kind of figured and gave Harlem a home advantage. But after flying over a couple of weeks ago, I should have known better.
Hmm.
Sandy Creek is the one that let me down the most. And also Upton Lee. I expected more from Upton Lee, just thinking that they're gonna bring some physicality to North Hall.
Okay, so let me go back to 2A because that's what I was waiting on. I'm reading a couple of these comments. Mr. Joyner, welcome to the podcast. He says, "What y'all got to say about Burke County tonight?"
Same thing we've been saying all season.
And
Don't make me hit the 8 ball and get in trouble.
Oh no, we're not finished. We're not about to do that. Now, Jeremy had a bone to pick with you and Drew, Wizard, because you said that Carver Atlanta was going to beat Appling County, and they did not do that.
Is that y'all troll? That's
And
y'all troll, right?
yeah,
Okay,
that
I'm not
jackass.
talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all, troll.
Yeah, that's a
I tell you,
jackass. So listen,
troll
one more 2A. He said, Wizard, to speak about your score in the stands Friday. Screaming to our coaches to get the TD to get the spread of the score you picked. You see what I'm saying? There's some loyal ass listeners. We sure appreciate it.
I'll be on that little draft pick thing. That's where I place my bet at. That's where I place my bet at. But I'm
Okay.
just saying, though, Carver Columbus, They covered the spread for me, though.
There it
Appreciate
is.
you.
Okay, so I don't have any comments about 3A. I'll go back and read the ones about 5A in a minute.
Well, we're going to jump on down to 4A, okay?
Yes, let's see what 4A is saying.
4A went 6-2 overall. I thought Perry would utilize that home field advantage that they had, but they did not against Cambridge. And Cambridge, you made Central Carroll play and perform like who we thought they were.
Did you say that wrong?
Huh?
Nothing. I ain't said nothing, Wizard.
Oh, yeah. Cambridge, thank you for the upset over Central Carroll. There's only one good team down in Carrollton, and it ain't Central. Thank you.
I want to shout out the Jones County Greyhounds because the coach came on the show last week and he told us that they were going to be competitive with Marist. And everybody was like, they gonna beat your ass. But when Yo and I were at the game on Friday, and he will tell you guys, he loves to judge me and how I act, but he had no problem with me this Friday. So shout out to me, I guess. But we were looking and we saw that Jones County was actually up on Marist. It was surprising. But I want to shout out to them for at least kind of playing hard. But ultimately Marist is who they are. So, and shout out to Benedictine as well for coming back like they did. All right. And Barry, I'm sorry I didn't say hello to you earlier, nephew. How you doing? Okay, let's go to 5A because that's where a lot of our comments are.
Thank God for my eyes. I always get beautiful things that I get to see.
Okay.
What eyes? What you talking about?
Just things that I get to look at, babe. That's all.
No comment.
All I'm saying is 5A. What's the problem? I went 8-0. So what's the problem?
Because of what your future predictions will probably be. Mr. Flournoy says that that Milton will not repeat. Let's see. What's up, Wildcat? How you doing, Ricky Moss? Welcome to the podcast. Jacob says you don't have to win back-to-back state champions to be the real deal. Mr. Walker says Hoko is going to beat Milton by 14. Okay. Jacob also said
what?
Jacob also said Thirsty said definitely Milton winning, or either Yo said this. I mean, that sounds like something he'll say. Definitely Milton winning is a crazy statement. But no, he said Hoko's gonna win. And don't pay
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I don't believe that shit. That's a very North biased watch the games. You are using no logic. Lee has a solid chance to beat Milton. Ms. Rodriguez says TCC has done it before and they can do it again. Mr. Jones says, I never said anything about a dynasty. I said the real deal.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, Thirsty said something about in order to be considered a real deal, you have to win over consecutive seasons, right? Multiple seasons. Like 4 or 5, get that one class out the way.
Yeah.
Prove it. Do it. Make it happen. Why are you trying to sell me? Don't sell me. Sell your fan base. Sell it to your players. Sell it to
the other team.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember what you said. Jess, you said, sell it to your transfer coordinator.
Shit. Just short. That's another big word for recruiter.
Don't start that.
They don't recruit in Georgia high school football.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Carlson also says TCC's offense is better than it was last year, coming from Coach Rogers. Danny has a question about 5A. He said if it goes to overtime with TCC versus Langston Hughes, who wins and why? Next question, if either TCC or Langston Hughes get a 21-point lead, do their defense keep the other offense from scoring?
If they ain't kept him from scoring for 21, Danny, I don't think they're gonna be able to keep him scoring anymore. To be honest.
Lord have mercy. But my and I said this earlier today. I mean early yesterday, I think. If it goes to if Langston Hughes jumps out early, like jumps on him, I think Hughes pulls it out. But if it comes down to a close game in the fourth quarter or overtime, I'm not sure TCC is going to lose that. And the reason I say that is because,
Boom.
huh?
Coach
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah, he didn't have. When I saw that, I mean, no 2 minute drill, no nothing, like no sense of urgency, no. I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I think they might get out coached at that juncture
yeah.
if it
I'm
comes down to that,
gonna
and that's just all I'm saying.
I'm
What's
gonna
going
let
on,
her.
D'Angelo? How you doing? And Mr. Crookham, what's going on, Tick? How you doing? Danny says Ola had a great season and Benedictine was too much for them. Oh, hey, the Wicked Witch, you in here with your boo. How you doing, sis?
Hey.
Tick says he heard home cooking made that win happen for Marys versus Jones County.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That wouldn't surprise me. What's a personal comment, Mr. Fark? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. No, I'm not fixing to read that because who the hell is this? I don't trust that. I'm not reading that. Even though the comment is, but I don't know. That might be the troll again because that's just ridiculous.
Okay, can I wrap up 16 and get up out of here? Because I got some things to do with my
Nobody
day.
give a damn what you had to do. You give us extra 5 minutes.
Hey,
But go ahead. Go ahead and read it before I cuss you out. Go ahead.
You know what? Let me get up out of here. 6A. I went 6-2. Hillgrove, Peachtree Ridge. It was a coin flip, but it is what it is. Call Quick, Collins Hill. I put you on upset alert, Call Quick County. I should have picked it as I started to, but it came to be true. So 6-2 and 6A. On the week, I went 53-11. But look where I'm at on the year. I'm still at 85% on the season.
Good job, Mr. Wizard. Good job.
So, real fast before I go, this is what the pick'ems look. This is how the pick'ems ended for the week. Just so don't nobody think I'm cheating. All that. Yes, I went 6-4. For the playoffs, I'm 14-6. On the season, I'm 90-50. But it was a good little round of the pick'ems this week. This past week.
Look at my boy, my dog.
I ain't got to say much.
Yeah, but guess what? I'm gonna pull away from you this week.
This just for the troll and the guy from Brooks County. Mr. Joyner from Brooks County. I mean Berks County, I'm sorry. So y'all sit there and talk about we don't be knowing and all of this stuff, but it shows. You can talk about the one pick that I didn't get right when I said Lucy Laney was gonna beat Burke County or Thompson. Okay. Who gives a fuck? Now that's my curse for tonight. That's my curse for tonight. But look at the leaderboard. Thank you very much. Carry on, Mr. Wizard. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wizard. We will see you on Wednesday.
Y'all have a good one. I'll be back Wednesday. I'm gonna put my pick'ems up tonight, tomorrow morning, and I will show my predictions on the show live on Wednesday.
All right.
So
we'll
all right,
see
thank
you
y'all.
Thank
Love
you,
y'all.
Mr. Wizard.
And guess what? As my homeboy Thursday say, peace up, A-time down.
Go fly.
Rocky says he did a little research on Lee County, and they have one receiver with 800 yards and another one with 500 yards. So I've got Lee County over everyone. Oh wow, Mr. Carlson says this will be a home game for TCC because Langston Hughes brings absolutely zero fans, and we will bring thousands. Y'all gonna sit on the home side, Mr. Carlson?
Man,
Mr. Flournoy says,
don't you do it. Don't do it.
Mr. Flournoy says, well, what if TCC jumps out?
And what?
In the game, because I said if I think if Langston if I think if Langston Hughes jumps out early, then they'll probably hold on to win. But if it comes down to a close game, I'd see TCC pulling it out. So his question is, what if TCC jumps out early?
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Is TCC spend this week working on your passing game. That is the only way you're going to jump out. Because I guarantee you this: Deuce will not get loose in that first quarter. The only way Deuce is going to get loose is when and after Langston Hughes has got up 14 on you and you're throwing in a draw.
If so what was I gonna say?
Can I interject? I'm sure with that being said, Thursday, I'll have a message for you tomorrow.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But here's the thing. Yes, TCC was predicated on defense last year, but according to Coach Rogers, he looks at these kids every day. He says their defense is much more potent than it was last year. So it might be one of those things where they're pretty balanced and they can.
Well, I got a question for Coach Rogers.
I can't answer it, but you can ask it.
In what?
Juicy. Don't disrespect my daddy defense.
Hey, Coach had something for me last year, but this year, Coach,
He'll be grinning again for you. Just
in what? Because this defense that you have this year is not as good as it was last year. Now, with that being said, I'm not taking anything away from the defense, but I guarantee if you look at the points the points against last year versus this year, it ain't even in comparison.
Yeah. D'Angelo Davis, that's a great question, Mr. Davis. He says, what do you all think of the South Georgia 6A schools crying?
What they crying for? They all four got put out. What are they to cry about?
Well,
exactly.
No, I think what he's saying is in North Georgia. I mean,
I've been seeing a lot of talk amongst them about recruiting and training and all of that. But of course they wouldn't be speaking on these things if they weren't home.
Yeah. So I mean, but some of it is common sense. But I mean, listen. First of all, you live in the majority of the population is in the Atlanta area. It just is. So guess what? If they miss out on one stud, shit, they'll get another one, and they can move them wherever. It's easy to move, and it's just an easier proposition to move. Down south, it's a little difficult because everything is so spread out, and if you got your eye on one stud and somebody else get them, and a lot of it is you gonna tell.
Right. So, you got rival schools telling on each other.
Yeah, so they don't tell as much up there. I think that's one of the major differences. First of all, the population and the ability, the mobility, and then the fact that they just go get somebody else. South Georgia, it's a little difficult. It's easier to explain your move from Grayson to Milton as opposed to Valdosta from Richmond Hill. That's what it comes down to, I think. But okay, guys, we have with us tonight Mr. Bird, Patrick Bird from Aquinas, and thank you so much. And he's coming to talk to us about the privates and Aquinas and Athens Academy, and to serve some crow, if I'm not mistaken. How you doing, Mr. Bird?
I'm doing all right. How's everybody else doing tonight?
Good.
We're good. So I see, when we do our little bracket predictions, a lot of people had y'all out not only in the second round, but they had you in the first round. They definitely had you losing to Athens Academy. So, but y'all pulled it out. And
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, a lot of people didn't pick us to beat Holy Innocents, and we proved them wrong on that. And then, obviously, headed back to Athens Academy. We were a 16-point underdog this week, and obviously, after losing by 3 touchdowns the very first time we saw them, our boys went in with a much different mindset than before, and they pulled it out. They were determined the moment they got off the bus. You could just see it in every single one of their eyes that they were ready to play. But I will go into a few factors also. Taking nothing away from what our boys did, it was awesome. But Athens Academy hadn't played a football game in almost a month. Their last game was on October 25th, so you could tell they were a little rusty out there. They weren't their typical game speed that they've been used to. And when you're out, you're not on. You don't play a game for 3 weeks. You kind of lose a little bit of that. But still, they played hard. We played hard. It was a good game. And we're just excited to be going on to the next round. It's the first time we've been to the Elite Eight or the quarterfinals since 2015. So it's been almost 10 years. So we're excited to be back.
Who y'all played, Mr. Bird, on Friday?
We play
Athens Academy.
We played Athens Academy, and we're playing Hebron Christian next.
Oh, okay. So your season end in the quarterfinals. That's basically what you came on to tell us?
No.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. We proved everybody wrong since then, and we're gonna keep on trying to do that again.
I like that about you, Mr. Bird. I like that about you.
So tell us about Hebron Christian and how you all match up. Let us know.
Hebron Christian, they're going to be probably the toughest team we played all year long. They are big, they are strong, they are physical as anybody I've seen yet. They've only lost 2 games all year. One of them was to Prince Avenue Christian by only 3 points, and we all know Prince Avenue is the top tier of privates right now. And the only other school they've lost to was to Blessed Trinity, and obviously they're a powerhouse, and I think 4A is what they're at.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean they played some very tough competition. Like I said, they're big, they're fast, they're physical, and obviously Coach Guess over there. I mean, he spent many years at Elka. He won 5 or 6 state championships at Elka, and he's bringing that same mentality and that same coaching style over to Hebron. So they're already going to be a tough team, but trust me, give them about another year or two. Hebron Christian's going to be like Elka on steroids.
Good take. Good take.
Good take.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said,
like I mentioned early in the year, moving up to AAA for Aquinas, we've seen a lot of big and strong teams this year. Like I said, played West Lawrence, played Baldwin. We know that every single one of them is going to have some big, powerful teams. So, I mean, I think we're battle tested, and I think that we're going to match up quite well with them.
Okay.
Okay. So, like you just gave your assessment of Hebron Christian. So let's go back to the question I asked earlier. So you came on and say your season ended in the quarterfinals, right?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I'm gonna take I'll take my boys against Hebron. I think we're gonna shock them.
That's what I like about you, Mr. Bird.
People counted us out earlier when we had 4 losses on our schedule, and I say, you know what? It's a whole new season once you make it to that. Once you make it to that playoff bracket, it's a whole new season. Hey, go back and ask Bainbridge High School back in 2018 about how they felt about their season going into the last few games.
You can ask Thomas County Central from 1992 too, baby. They started out 0-4 and won the championship. Yeah, so
I remember the biggest one I will always remember will always be Bainbridge. Bainbridge ended their season 5-5 in 2018, and they ended up going on a 5-game power streak. I called it the gauntlet. They played Jones County, Wayne County, Buford, Stockbridge, and then had a rematch against Warner Robins in the state finals, who they had lost to, I think it was 38-0 earlier in the year, and they ended up beating them in triple overtime by a touchdown.
Yes,
well, that was a bad and crazy call on Coach at Warner Robins then that made that win happen. But
Mm-hmm.
you are right. That Bainbridge team, Smoke Bowie's freshman year, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
really went into that game and kind of surprised Warner Robins. Now, Mr. Bird, I will say this. You came on our show last year and you talked about Aquinas. So the one thing I will tip my cap to you is that you are a true fan and believe in your boys. You told us earlier this year when you came on that you think it was a good move for you all moving up into 3A because it would get you ready for the playoffs, and you have proven us all wrong. Now, with that being said, I tip my cap to Aquinas on the year. I think you have had a good year playing in the playing in the publics in 3A, the 3 seed in that region, maybe 4th seed in that region. But you came into the playoffs in the privates. You won your first round. You beat Athens Academy after going down to them early in the season. I respect that. But you just came out and talked about Hebron Christian. If we all be honest about our teams, I don't expect you to get on here and say this right here. But again, you came on to tell us that y'all season end in the quarterfinals, right?
No. No. Do I need? I'm gonna get out a tape recorder and just have the word no. Just hit play. Nope. Hit play.
Thank
Nope.
you, because good Lord.
Now, like I said, do I support my boys? Do I push our boys forward? Yes. But again, going back to it as well, I'm also still honest about an assessment when it comes to high school football. If I tell you I don't think we can win, I'll tell you flat out honest, I don't think you can win. If I were to tell you right now, like we're going up against Prince Avenue Christian tomorrow, I would tell you Prince Avenue Christian is going to give us the toughest game we've ever played.
That's all right, Mr. Bird. I'm gonna leave you alone. I see you standing strong on your.
Nah, you good. That's why I wanted to be on the show. I was waiting to get cooked. I was waiting to get cooked a little bit, but at the same time, I want to do a little bit of my own cooking of every single one of y'all counting us out. We still dancing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Mr. Bird. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Once that bracket comes out, it's a whole new season.
Agreed.
Mr. Bird, this is Thursday. I'm gonna say this to you. I appreciate you standing 10 toes down and standing on business with your squad. That's what you're supposed to do. But you know how we do on the FNL.
Oh yeah.
This is not your first time. This is not your first time here. So this is what I'm gonna ask you. 2 questions. First one, how do you feel about your team playing in 3A for the first time in a long time?
I would say it was. I would say honestly, it was actually a pretty big challenge. I will not lie to you about that. Like I said, first game was against Hepzibah. It was a lot tougher. It was a lot closer than what we thought it was going to be. Their size, especially up front, their size really kind of got a hold of us in the very end. But I think our conditioning really played out in the end. And then obviously we had to go against Westside. Westside was probably the biggest, as far as size wise goes, the biggest team we had played all year. I think we were outweighed up front by about 50 pounds a man, if not more. And I think having to push around that weight for an entire 4 quarters kind of we had them in the last minute of the game, but then I think their size and weight just kind of drew us down a little bit, and they got us on 3. That's how they scored their 3 touchdowns. Every single one of their touchdowns was 50 yards or longer. The rest of the game, we kind of just did our game plan. But just in general, AAA was a lot tougher than we thought it was going to be. We thought we were going to be able to handle a lot of the business, and some of those bigger schools kind of took advantage of their size advantage as well as their amount of players. We were playing some teams that had close to 60, 70 kids. And obviously we only have an enrollment of about maybe 270. So you put 50 kids on our team, that's about 30. That's about what, almost 40% of the school.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, every single game they thought we were going to win. We struggled and lost, but every single game they thought we were going to lose, we pulled out. Like Harlem, for instance. Harlem was undefeated, and we went into their own stadium on their own homecoming and beat them. But then against like Baldwin, who they thought we were going to be okay with, Baldwin took us to the woodshed. I won't lie. Baldwin was a damn powerful team.
12-point loss, and we ain't gonna say they beat you, but they ain't take you to the woodshed.
We took Baldwin to the woodshed. That's what we
watch
did.
that game. If you watch that game, 12 points don't seem like a lot, but if you'd seen the battle like up front, I mean, they threw us around like rag dolls. West Lawrence, I wouldn't say the same thing. West Lawrence just they had so much speed, but since then we've been able to stand on business.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm trying to be on your side
And
on
I
this,
will
actually.
also, I never try to use it as an excuse. I really do never try to use it as an excuse. But I'll also say this right now. Ever since the playoffs started, this is the healthiest we've been as far as injuries all year long. And that is
Respect.
completely 100% honest right there. Our starting running back had been battling an ankle injury and a knee injury all year. Our best receiver, y'all probably heard the name Jack Rhodes. He'd been battling a knee injury for a pretty good amount of the year. Our starting safety actually got a concussion against West Lawrence, and he also had a shoulder fracture earlier in the year, so he's been in and out all year. So we've got every single one of them back, and we also had a kid against Athens Academy. He woke up that morning apparently with a slight fever, and he played through that game fighting like a low grade fever. And we told him, we advised him, we don't think you should play. We do not think you should play. And he had his own free will. He said, I'm going to play. And he
What's
pushed
up?
himself. So,
Hey, as long as he signed that
now,
waiver, as long as,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, but we're now as healthy as we've been since the beginning of the season. And everything's clicking right now.
Okay. After
well,
thirsty second question, Mr. Bird, I got one more question for you.
I got
well,
you.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say this. When it comes to Hebron Christian, when I look at their resume, they beat a good, in my opinion, they beat a solid Fellowship Christian, lost by 14 to a good Blessed Trinity, ran through their region until they got against Prince Ave. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what I'm gonna say. I am with I am with you on acquaintance. All I'm saying is this: Hebron Christian. If you guys stop their quarterback run plays that they love to do, then you guys will be good. Because what you did against Holy Innocents was surprising, to be honest. And beating Athens Academy was the biggest surprise because Athens Academy gave you the worst loss of the year, but you guys avenged that. Athens Academy
Mm-hmm.
beat you guys by 13. That was your worst loss of the year. You guys came back and avenged that. I hope you guys can carry this momentum forward and beat Hebron Christian. But I am going to say this: seeing either Wesleyan or Fellowship in the semifinals, if you guys get there, I think you're going to see different teams than what you were used to seeing in the regular season between those two, Wesleyan and Fellowship Christian.
Oh,
So,
I fully agree. I fully agree with you on that. It's just a difference of private versus public ball, but I do agree with you on that. Just the look of the teams, just physically, is different.
yeah.
In some kind
But
of
I
way,
do,
I don't know how to literally say it, but I get where you're coming from. Different style
yeah,
of team,
yeah.
more I would
But my,
say, yeah, more well rounded. I guess you would say, of no matter where you hit you from, defense, offense, running back, receivers, quarterbacks, they're all going to be
yeah.
good.
My thing is being the 3A. Yes, I do believe as we spoke on last year, I do believe it prepares you guys for a good playoff run. I do want to see you guys succeed.
And I do actually appreciate you saying that as well. And we'd also installed we instilled in our boys from the very beginning of the playoffs that we felt we could beat Holy Innocents and we felt we could give Athens Academy a better run. But after the game, after we beat Athens Academy, we told them, hey, celebrate this win. But after that celebration, tomorrow we get back to work because after the second round, we told them you will not see a bad team the rest of the year. Every single team you see is going to be good or
Yep,
one of the best in the state. So we told them you ain't gonna have no easy game here on out. Every single game you play is going to be tough. You're going to be hurting at the end, and then the next week you're going to play an even tougher team. It just gets harder
for,
and harder as the season goes on. But that's what we
for
wanted.
sure.
We want to play. We want to play the best.
Now,
Well,
real quick, um, that's what I wanted to touch on. What Thirsty just spoke about. I again, I congratulate you all for now for being in the quarterfinals. I think if you get past Hebron Christian, you might end up in the championship game because the formula you all playing that 3A schedule will propel you against some Wesleyan or something like that. I stand on that Fellowship Christian. I believe that truly in my heart. Now, you got your tape recorder?
Oh yeah, I know you keep
Okay.
receipts.
So You came on this show to tell us that y'all season
If you
ended
say that
before
one
the
more
finals,
damn
right?
time, don't say that no
Cause,
more.
hey, here's the thing. We know Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird is a friend to the show. Mr. Bird is not his first time being on this show. Mr. Bird loves his Aquinas team, but Mr. Bird is also honest in his assessment of high school football.
He gonna
If
say
you
no.
get past Hebron Christian, I see you in the championship game because I don't think nothing in that bottom quadrant left can play with Aquinas after what you all have done this year. Now, with that being said, did you not come on this podcast show to tell us that you're ending in the third round? That's the only question that I have.
No.
All right, my question is going. My answer. I want you. You got your tape recorder? Because
Yes,
now
sir.
every time you ask that question, I want you to hit that damn play button that says "Hell no."
That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Bird. Say it
Thank
with
you,
your
Mr.
chest.
Bird.
Say it with your chest.
Thank you,
tell.
Mr.
Oh
Bird.
yeah, I'm gonna say it with my chest. Trust me. Jim Franklin, Jack Rhodes, Christian Cates, Jaden Worth, all them boys. They're gonna be ready. They
That's
are
what's
gonna be
up.
ready.
So,
That's
Mr.
what's
Bird,
up.
while you're still on here, guys, we're about to go through the brackets. Why don't you kind of give us your help us give us some insight on the privates? We don't know a lot about them, like you know, our loyal listeners. When we go through the private brackets, they don't know as much. So, kind of give us some insight how we're going through. I have a question from Mr. Ferguson, Mr. Bird. He said, "Is Tyler Bill still the DC at Aquinas?"
Yes, Tyler Bill is still the defensive coordinator at Aquinas. He has done a phenomenal job all year, and he's going to continue to do that. That man never stops working. Honestly, even on Saturdays, that man is working, trying to figure out how the defense is going to perform at its top level every single Friday night. So yes, he is still there.
Shout out to his family.
The former Lincoln County Red Devil is now wearing green and gold.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, so we know your opinion over there on Aquinas and Hebron Christian. A couple of our listeners said Hebron Christian was gonna win right here. So,
And they can keep on saying that. They said the same thing about Athens Academy, so they can keep on saying it.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on Savannah Christian and North Cobb Christian? What do you know about them?
I think Savannah Christian has the best defense in class in any private school. We're maybe not a 4 or 5A, but I think they have the best defense of anybody left in this bracket. Obviously, led by Elijah Griffin. They're probably one of the strongest teams I've ever seen. So I got Savannah Christian going past North Cobb. I think it's going to be closer than maybe what some people expect, but North Cobb's also got a hell of an offense. They put up a lot of points all year, so I think it's going to be a classic. Whoever wins that battle of North Cobb's offense versus Savannah Christian's defense, but I just think Savannah Christian's got too much power on defense, and I think they'll score enough points. So I got Savannah Christian going past North Cobb.
Okay, what about you, listeners? Who y'all got? Y'all got Savannah Christian over North Cobb. Let's go over here to the right, Wesleyan and Fellowship Christian. You got any thoughts on them?
Yeah, I do actually have some thoughts on it. So let me pull up my bracket as well. So Wesleyan, it was seeded as the number 10 team. I'm still kind of shocked by that. I don't know. I guess it's just because they had a few other losses, but Wesleyan's already played Fellowship Christian earlier in this year, and they took a one heavy loss. They lost 42-17. So I think Fellowship comes out on top again. It may be closer than the last time because it's always tough to beat a team twice, but I got Fellowship winning by at least 17.
Okay. So what do y'all say? So the loyal listeners agree with you on Savannah Christian. We'll see what they say about Fellowship. So Fellowship Christian over Wesleyan. Why you put Wesleyan there? Because you think Wesleyan gonna win? Tick says,
I'm going with Coach. Coach said Wesleyan, right?
No, he said Fellowship Christian.
Oh, my bad. I was eating my last piece of wing from Taco Mat. Bear with me. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, all right. Jeremy said Mr. Bird gonna choose any team from the Augusta area.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But what Laney played Burke County last week, and I said Burke County was going to hand Laney a pretty tough bad loss. But I'm not always going to go with the Augusta team. I chose Houston County to beat Lakeside the last week, and Lakeside got taken to the woodshed and then thrown into the fire pit. 60, what was 62-17 or 62-12, something like that. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, Lakeside's best team they had in a while." I was like, "Yeah, but Lakeside ain't got nothing on South Georgia."
So yeah, you can't really. I shouldn't even read that mess. Don't
You
even
know
worry
what?
about it.
We
That's my
don't
fault.
worry about it. Patrick Bird, let me tell you something.
He can't
For
spell
me
your last
personally,
name right.
I have an issue with Savannah teams except for three of them: Benedictine, Savannah Christian, Savannah Atheist, and Calvary
Mhm.
Knights.
So, with that being said, we've got two Savannah teams over here in the left. We got PAC and Calvary Day. Now, I think this is going to be one of the best matchups of the weekend.
Well, PAC
Mm-hmm.
is more of an Athens, ain't it?
Oh, Athens. I'm sorry. And I know exactly what Prince Avenue is.
So you do.
Shut up. I lived in
No,
Athens for 3
that's what
years.
I'm saying. You
Yeah.
grad school in Georgia, so you know where
Yeah.
that at. Come on, man.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking, guys. Okay, so Calvary Day and Prince Avenue. What's your thoughts on that game?
I don't think
Again, I
Calvary.
think
I don't think Prince. I don't think PAC has a quarterback whisperer anymore.
What what y'all think?
I think Calvary's got one hell of a defense. They all every single year they're always a defensive strong team. Obviously not the same quarterback they had last year, but they're still going to be powerful. But I mean, I know Prince Avenue don't have Philo anymore, but they just produce 5-star quarterbacks. I don't get what it is, but they just keep producing 5 stars. You had Brock Vandegrift, and then you brought in Philo. Now you got this other kid. I still think Prince Avenue is an offensive machine, and I think Prince Avenue pulls it out against Calvary. Plus, they get them at home too. So, well, no, Calvary's at home.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I still
Too
think
late.
I think Prince Avenue pulls it out. I don't think you're going to end up seeing an all Savannah semifinal on that side.
Okay. So Chris says Savannah Christian versus Calvary Day in the semis. Danny says he's got North Cobb winning due to the fact that we see Savannah Christian often choke when it comes down to the wire. If Savannah Christian is down going into halftime, they're going to lose. Tick says he has Prince Avenue Christian. Mr. Ferguson says PAC has Andrew Beard and he's going for PAC. Danny Jones also said PAC. So y'all think PAC is going to be Calvary Day?
I think PAC also, for one thing, I think they're an offensive machine. It's very hard to stop that passing offense. No one's been able to figure it out over the last 2, 3, 4 years. But Calvary is a good team. Trust me. Don't take anything away. But I honestly think that Calvary plays in a weak region. I mean, you got Johnson, Groves, Liberty County, and Long County, but
My man.
Prince Avenue is battle tested. They have played West Forsyth, they played Mallard Creek, Blessed Trinity, Johns Creek. They played West Side out of South Carolina, the defending 4A state champion out of South Carolina. Everybody knows Blessed Trinity's powerful. They only lost to Blessed Trinity by 2 points. And West Forsyth is also a very powerful team out of Atlanta. I think they still have a pretty decent record as well. So
Oh yeah,
Prince
they
Avenue's battle
do.
tested.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fighting in 6A
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
So
they're not. They're 9-3. So Prince Avenue is a battle tested team. They haven't played any slouches. Even and like I said, they have also beaten Hebron Christian. So their region is not exactly. I mean, obviously Franklin County's nothing. Neither is East Jackson. But like I said, Hebron Christian, West Side, Johns Creek, Blessed Trinity, West Forsyth. They've played some tough teams, and they are very battle tested.
My man. And don't leave out that Mallard Creek out of North Carolina.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. Oh, absolutely.
But
So like I said, they do that every single year. They stack their schedule with very tough teams so that by the time they get the playoffs, they know what to expect or they've seen tougher in the regular season. Yeah, go look at West Side out of South Carolina. West Side's 11-0 and is probably going to repeat the state championship.
Mm.
and they only lost to them by 8.
Yeah, they only lost to them by 8. They only lost to Blessed Trinity by 2. Mallard Creek, they only lost by 10. So every loss on their schedule is only by a few points, like no less than a touchdown, and some very tough teams.
Mr. Lakes, we're gonna get to that in just a minute because we're gonna head to the 2A bracket after we finish the other ones. So
okay,
Danny says, go ahead.
Babe. No, go ahead.
No, you go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say before we move past the single A brackets, I want Mr. Bird to remember 2 names:
Okay.
Jonathan Hollenshed, Adrian Hollenshed Jr. Just remember those names.
Okay.
Aww.
Who they play for?
I'm
Hebron
guessing Hebron
Christian.
Christian.
Hebron
Okay.
Christian.
Oh,
I
that's
know.
my class. Oh,
I just
Fort
want to
Valley
listen.
ties. That's
Trust
Fort
me, I
Valley.
know. Trust me. Hey,
That's Peach County. That's Peach County ties. Now, I just want you to remember that.
I've been watching Adrian Hollister Jr. on film for the last 48 hours, and every single time I watch, I swear I watch the same film, and I think he gets better.
yeah. He got his age. Their dad grew up. We rode the bus together, and I guess the son is named after his uncle. Rest in peace. He was my classmate. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his
So
dad was a former Georgia Bulldog linebacker and a former stud of a linebacker for Peach County. So
he sure was Adrian.
Super 11.
Yeah.
AJC Super 11. So
Yeah,
remember them names. That's all I'm going to
All
say.
right, well then I want you to remember some names too.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bird. Let me hear it.
Jim Franklin, Jack Rhodes.
Okay. Rose, your wide receiver.
Yep. Remember
Okay.
that's and Jack Rhodes. Let me see. I think he's definitely the leading receiver on our team this year. And here's also what's a funny story about Jack Rhodes. Jack Rhodes led our team in receiving these last 2 years. He didn't start playing receiver until the third game of last season. He was the backup quarterback, and then we realized we needed another receiver out there, and we threw him out there. We taught him just enough to get him by for the first couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up becoming the number one receiver in Class A Division II.
Big ups.
Yeah.
So
he was never really taught to be a receiver from the very beginning. He was a quarterback.
Big ups.
So we got the D2.
He's only 36 yards away from having 1,000-yard receiving. He's caught 58 passes for almost 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Wow. Big ups to that kid.
Yeah, and also he also plays safety. He didn't have any touchdowns last week, but he had 2 interceptions against Athens Academy. So what he didn't make it. So we relied heavily on the run last week. We had over 286 yards on the grounds, and all touchdowns were on the ground. So he didn't catch very many balls because we relied heavily on the run. But whatever he didn't catch, he made up for in defense with 2 picks and like 3 or 4 pass breakups.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go on to D2, but we got a question for Mr. Bird. He wants to know how Brendan and Joseph Douglas are doing.
Brendan and Joseph Douglas are both doing very, very well. Brendan is married, living in Athens, and I think he's actually a owner-operator of a Little Caesars Pizza, so he's doing just fine. I think he has 2 kids now, and I think Joseph is either about to get married or just got married and has the first kid. So the Douglas boys are doing just fine. Every time I see them, I love seeing them, every single one. And I actually graduated with their older brother, John, who played fullback at Auburn and defensive end at Georgia Southern.
Okay.
Small world.
That is a big family of Joseph and Brendan are 2 of 9 kids.
Oh wow.
Ski.
Y'all hush, boy.
So that bloodline is going to continue.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys, we're on to D2. So you want to start on the left or the right, guys?
Left.
All right. So Erwin and Tryon, or is it Tryon? Is it Tryon?
Tryon.
Okay. So who we got, listeners? Erwin County or Tryon?
The Erwin.
I don't even know why we're debating on this one. Why are we even debating about the top part of this bracket?
Okay, Tick says Erwin, because we just need some input from the listeners.
Tryon.
We already.
We got Mr. Shield says Erwin.
You already know Tryon gonna let us down.
Tick says Brooks.
Yep, I got Brooks.
It's a good thing, Mr. McDaniel, because that was just ridiculous.
Man, let's just get to the bottom. And you know what? Let's get to the bottom. Let's get to the bottom and talk and debate about the game that we need to talk about. Manchester versus Lincoln is the game.
Okay, hold on. We got where you see Jenkins.
I'm sorry, Manchester and Lincoln. Oh, Jenkins up here playing Brooks County. Man, Jenkins is coming down to Brooks County.
Welcome, Mr. Jones. How you doing? He says Jenkins. Welcome to our podcast. We just I get it. Okay, so Deshaun says Brooks is gonna win it all. Mr. Matt says Lincoln County is playing better and better. If you can't slow the wing T down, you will be in trouble.
Lincoln
Okay.
being from the area, and obviously we're being in Aquinas. We were D2 last year. I'm pretty familiar with both of these teams. Obviously,
Mhm.
more familiar with Lincoln County. I know Manchester's got one heck of a defense, especially having that 5-star defensive lineman, Justice Terry.
Justice
But
Terry.
I'm going to actually agree with that listener right there. Lincoln County's wing T all year has not been stopped, and I think that's going to frustrate Manchester defense. Plus, Manchester got to come to Lincoln County. Lincoln County's entire town is going to shut down. Everybody's going to be at Everybody's going to be at Buddy Bufford Field or Larry Campbell Stadium. I think Lincoln County gets what some people consider an upset. I won't consider an upset. I got Lincoln County going all the way to semis.
Okay.
I'm rolling with
So
the Red Devils.
okay, so Mr. Crookham says Lincoln. Mr. Shield says Lincoln. Mr. Kinlow, welcome. He said, man, he said he's ready to hear it. Okay, so we got 2 for Lincoln, we got 2 for Manchester, Tick and Danny. Mr. Pace says Irwin and Brooks. What's going on, Mr. Tut? Welcome to the podcast. He says Lincoln County. Mr. Kinlow says Lincoln County. So we got Lincoln County over Manchester. So now in the semifinals, we've got Brooks and Lincoln and Irwin and Bowden. Who we got for playing for the championship?
We do that next week.
No, we do. I thought we played it out. But
okay, let's play it out. Let's play it out.
We don't have to.
So with that coin toss today,
the top bracket.
So Lincoln would go to Brooks.
Didn't the top win?
I thought the bottom won again. I'm not sure.
The bottom one, I think.
Oh, the bottom one again. Oh, so Brooks will have to go to. That is the longest ride in creation. My goodness. Quitting to Lincolnton. Let me go see how long that is.
Yeah, what's
278 yards. Augusta, South Carolina line, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just Lincolnton, Georgia. It's close to the Carolina line.
Well, based off of what Mr. Bird just said, I think that would actually be a great matchup. Brooks County has seen the wing T. And in that instance, I would pick Brooks County.
Good Lord. Quitman to Lincolnton is 272.5 miles.
They do share. Brooks and Lincoln do share a little bit of a commonality. Brooks and Lincoln have both played Washington Wilkes this year. Lincoln shut Wilkes out 34-0, and Brooks beat them 49-7. So that one's driving me. That one's kind of driving me a little bit. I think they're both very, very well matched. I think that could end up being the matchup of the year for Class A Division II. Honestly, I say whoever gets the home field advantage may pull it out. I hate to go that route, but sometimes if you're looking for an X factor, that's what I'm going to go with. So I say whichever team gets the home field advantage is going to definitely, because I mean, like you said, that's a long ride for either one of them.
It's it says via I-75 is 4 hours and 33 minutes. Good Lord.
That is a long, long bus ride.
Yes, I can almost get to Nashville on that. I can get to Orlando. Let me see. Miss Butt says we can definitely stop the wing T. Mr. Butt says it doesn't matter. We went to Matter before we won state, and we is Brooks County. Mr. Ferguson is inviting Brooks County to the Bud. Mr. Murray, welcome to the podcast. He's pulling
and for all you Lincoln County people, I am a diehard Aquinas fan. I'm a diehard Aquinas alum, and yes, I will continue to roll with y'all. When we're not playing y'all, we root for you.
Yeah, it's in the Augusta area, but close to McCormick, South Carolina. I went up there once for a state championship game. It's not an easy place to play. I'll say that.
What was that? 2000? Was that 2005 or 2006?
No, this was back in the 90s. My dad was a coach for Macon County, so it was probably like 99 or something, 99, 2000, something like that. that I
Gotcha.
went
Well,
down there.
I remember they hosted 2 state championships in 05 and 06 as well, and
Yeah.
that like I
No.
said, that town shut down on when people were tailgating by Monday, and the game was Friday.
Good Lord. Mr. Butts has a question. And Lincoln, y'all answer this too. How can the Red Devils stop over the passing game?
Well, I know one thing. Brooks County got one of the, if not the top wide receiver in the state of Georgia. So good luck with trying to stop him.
And I'll go back to the same X factor I talked about earlier. Brooks County, battle tested. They've played Cook, they played Thomasville, they played Fitzgerald, Pierce County, Clinch, and they've already played Irwin County as well. So
Yeah.
I didn't think about that factor because Lincoln County, if you take out Greene County, Lincoln County plays in a very, very weak region. Wilkes is definitely not as talented. Lake Oconee Academy is definitely not that good. Warren County is better than they were, but still not that great. But no, Brooks County definitely has the edge on that tougher competition. So I think I'm going to switch my pickup. I will end up having a rematch of Brooks County versus Irwin County in the state championship.
Okay. And I think that's what Chris Pace says too.
I agree.
Okay. It's plausible. But I just look at D2 and I just think it's very, very I wouldn't be surprised if any of these teams made it because they're just a whole bunch of powerhouses in D2. So shout out to D2. Mr. Matt says Lincoln beat Jenkins County earlier this year. Yeah, Manchester versus Lincoln is an evenly matched up game, Danny. It's gonna be a tough one, but Lincoln is at home, so people are giving them the nod. Let's see. So that's D2, guys. Tick says Brooks versus Clinch for the championship. Tell us, Tick, why? Because you've been really pushing for Clinch. So let us know. Mr. Kenzo says nobody has stopped Lincoln County's wing T.
Couldn't that be because they haven't seen it? They aren't used to it? If that answer is yes, Brooks County has.
More than once, right?
Yes.
More than once.
I will say yes. Lincoln, no one's really been able to stop Lincoln County's wing T, but they also haven't seen a defensive line like Manchester just yet. So
that's for sure.
We just got to see. I can't call it. Greg Murray says Lincoln County has 2 6'3" corners that match up well with the Brooks wide receiver. So y'all, this is going to be really good on Wednesday. I mean, I want y'all to come on here and I want y'all to tell us why your team is going to win your matchup or why they're going to win it all. I cannot wait till Wednesday, guys. Mr. Matt says Bowden versus Lincoln in the ship. Screenshot it. All right, Mr. Matt, we got you. All right, y'all ready to move on to Single A Division 1?
Moving along.
Okay.
Northeast.
All right. Let's talk about it. Y'all had this conversation earlier. Tick, come on, chime in. We're gonna hear from you on Wednesday too. And if y'all know anybody in Fannin County, like I'm saying, I want everybody to come on here and talk to us. Let's see. Mike says Fannin County is gonna win. Yo says Northeast is gonna win. And go.
Northeast.
Why?
Northeast, because Fannin has not seen the physicality that number 6, the speed that number 6 and number 5 is finna bring their way.
And Mike, why Fannin County?
Fannin County, pass game, quick strikeability is going to be what propels them against Northeast.
Let's see. So we've got Tick says seeing them, they are a sleeper and can't be taken lightly. They have talented skill players. Marquis says Northeast. Deshaun says Northeast. Jeremy says Fannin. I'm assuming because he says he disagrees with you, yo, because for the past 2 years, Northeast was stopped because of their one-dimensional offense.
Thank you.
Okay.
Roscoe says Northeast. Deshaun says Fannin struggled with Jeff Davis. And Danny says Northeast. So you out. What do you think, Mr. Bird?
I do think Fannin County does have one of the better passing attacks in Division One, but something about that Northeast team, man. I mean, Fannin County, something about that Northeast team. They're scrappy. I think Northeast pulls off the so-called upset. I think just too powerful, too much speed, too scrappy. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go with Northeast upset who GHSA has number one team in Division One.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all enjoy y'all moment until I get me another bottle.
Okay, so don't put
Yeah,
Northeast over there.
I say them boys from Macon head up to the mountains and shut the mountain team out.
Set them
Yeah.
out.
No, Tick says
No,
Northeast.
I'm not saying shut. I'm not calling
Oh, it ain't
shutout.
gonna be
I'm
no
just saying I
night
think that
shutout like that. Yeah. But here's the thing, like I said earlier. If you take Northeast versus Dublin, Dublin has a high power potent offense. I know it's not air rated. I know they put the ball on the ground. But that game was 17-10 or something like that.
17-7, I think it was.
Yeah, something crazy like that. So I know that Northeast defense can stop a scoring offense. It's just, will Fannon's defense be able to handle the type of punishment that 60? I don't think y'all seen 6 run. All of y'all Jeremy talking about last year, this right. I don't think y'all seen 6 run. I don't think y'all seen 5 run. I've seen this with the own 2 things I got in my head. These eyes are my own. I ain't talking about looking at no film. I seen this. Fannin County is not gonna be ready for that type of physicality, man.
All I'm gonna say is Lamar County.
Mr. Matt says he likes
you
Fannin.
talking about that? You talking about that? What's his name? Nick Woodford. Is that the guy you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? But y'all remember that children's book that we all read as kids called C Spot Run?
Yes.
That book was based on Nick.
Spot runs fast.
See Nick run. Nick runs fast. Nick
I
is
like
gone.
him. I knew something about Nick about Patrick Bird. I like.
I love Mr. Bird.
Mr. Map says he likes Fannin and discipline will win. But I think the consensus for the listeners is Northeast. So let's go. Elbert and Toombs. Mr. Crookham says Elberton is very big and has a great quarterback.
Elbert County is a real good
Bullshit.
team, but Toombs County is
a better
the
team.
year of Toombs. Yeah, it's the year of Toombs. I think this is a high scoring game. I'm talking maybe in the 40s to 40s or 40s to high 30s. You getting 80 plus points in this game with the 2 offenses, but I think Toombs on top.
Yeah. Let's see.
You really think 80 plus points in this game?
Yes, definitely.
And I'm going in the 50s.
Mr. Shields said Jeff Davis had the lead at halftime, but Jeff Davis's offense was shut out in the second half. He's talking about Fannin and Jeff Davis. And Tick says Northeast is not as one-dimensional as you think.
Be quiet, Tick. Be quiet, Tick. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let them find out. Let them find out.
He been telling y'all all season they play football in East Macon.
Right down
That's all I can
the
tell
street.
you. Now, hey, this is the time for Northeast to prove it.
Let's see. I also said good one, Mr. Bird. Let's see. Marquis says Toombs. Jeremy says Toombs. Mr. Kenlow says Elbert's quarterback is legit. And Tick says, what about Lamar County Thirsty? Mr. Thomas says Toombs. That's a big thing because Mr. Thomas, aren't you ever a Dahlia fan? They don't really do that down there.
Well, Fannin did beat Vidalia, so I guess he just want to lick back any way he can get it.
What about Lamar County Thirsty?
Okay, this is what I was getting at when I said Lamar County. When you look and you go through Northeast schedule, who held them to the fewest points all season long? It was 2 schools. Held them to 21. Very first game, Peach County. Very last game was Lamar County. This is what I'm saying.
Dublin did too.
Dublin didn't hold them to 21. Oh, I'm sorry. In the loss. I'm not talking about the loss. I'm talking about just overall. But yes,
okay.
Dublin held them to 7. This is what I'm getting at, though. At the end of the day, this is what I'm getting at. Northeast production, offensive production, is is going down. And that's what's expected in the playoffs as you get through each round. You expect to see some type of offensive decline. My thing is this: football is a copycat league at all levels of the game. High school, college, and NFL. It's a copycat league. Trust and believe. The coaches at Fannin County saw what worked for Lamar County to hold Northeast down to 21.
Now let me
All
interrupt you real
they're
quick, bro. Let me
no,
interrupt you real
no,
quick.
no,
No, no,
no,
no.
no,
Listen
no,
to me.
no.
Listen
Let me
to me.
finish. No, no, sir. No, sir. Let me finish this. I'm almost done. Fannin County has better athletes and players than Lamar County does.
Okay.
Lamar County, Fannin County wins this game
Now
because
you
they
done?
are the better team with better athletes and better all around on both sides of the ball and all
Okay.
three aspects of the game.
Okay. Now you done?
hmm
Okay. Now Lamar County Fanning coaches will reach out and get the X's and O's on
Yep.
how they hell. But the thing that Fannin County don't have on defense that Lamar County had is the Jimmies and Joes.
Mm.
So it's all
So
good to look at what another team did, bruh. But if you ain't got the guys to do what they did, it don't mean a hill of beans.
so
There's it.
I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna go back to my statement earlier in the show. Okay? Plain and simple. Northeast does not have the striking ability of a Fannin County to put together a 2 minute drive and go down and score. I
Yes, they
don't
do.
see.
They can
I
turn
don't
around
see
and
it.
hand it out to
I
number
don't see it.
6, and he can go 60 yards in 30 seconds.
I don't see it happening. Not at this point in the playoffs. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I
Hey,
really don't.
bottom
I
Okay.
bracket,
really
bro.
don't.
We'll see on Friday.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will.
So let's
All
go
right.
down to the bottom. We got Fitzgerald and Worth.
Worth.
I hate to say it, but I mean, in my opinion, it ain't no question. That's work. We just need. Let's go ahead and focus on the right side of this, on the right side of the bracket.
My
Well,
lord.
we can still get opinions, but yes, let's focus on this. Whew. Okay,
My
guys,
lord.
what y'all think? I
Flip a
don't know.
coin. Flip a
I,
coin.
I'm rolling with the Bulldogs myself.
I mean, I'm going to roll with the Bulldogs too. But my
Here-
lord, that
Got
game
to
can
Here's
be
my
go
more
either
careful.
way.
here's my thing. I'm expecting the Bulldogs to roll into Dublin. And what I said at the beginning of this, oh no, that was the Wizard. Come in your trap, take over your trap. That's what Thomasville is going to do against Dublin. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Thomasville has the ability to play multiple offenses. So therefore, they're going to be throwing multiple looks at that Dublin defense. And they're going to be throwing body shots at that Dublin defense with their running game throughout the first 3 quarters. The game is not going to bust open until the fourth quarter, though. So be patient, enjoy it, enjoy the the chess match between the two coaches. But at the end of the day, Thomasville busts it open halfway through the third into the fourth quarter.
Yes, Mr. Matt, they're playing in the Shamrock Bowl. Um, Mr. Myrick says Thomasville. Jeremy says Dublin. Of course, Deshaun says the Dogs. Obadiah agrees with Worth County. Um, Brandon says it's going to be Thomasville versus Worth in Atlanta. Y'all want your lick back, don't you, Mr. Rogers? Welcome to the podcast. Um, got to be more careful. My Lord. I don't know.
Seemed like your sister say Thomasville, so
Yeah, the consensus says Thomasville. So
You think? Okay. So we're gonna leave it there. All I'm saying is
what's going on,
Tho-
Mr. Senior? Jeremy Jones?
Thomasville, Thomasville, roll in and handle your business.
Yeah. We're gonna do 5A in a minute, Mr. Jones. So you hold on, okay? All right, 2A. Where my Carver and my Pierce and my Appling and my who else?
Rockmart.
Rockmart and yeah, where are y'all? Doubling
I don't
overtime
know,
deal.
but
What's
I'm
up?
gonna go
What's
ahead
up
and tell you.
with
I'm
it?
gonna go ahead and tell y'all like this. Rockmart beats Morgan County at home. Athens County beats Stevens County at home.
That's at it.
Mm. Well, here's the thing. I don't know. It could because first of all, you talking about from going from Quitman to Lincolnton, Toccoa to Appling County ain't a is a feat in and of itself as well.
That's a 2-day trip.
Because Toccoa is right on the South Carolina line. Like it's ridiculous. So
I got Rockmart and Stevens County in the top bracket. And it's nothing against Appling County. Let me go ahead and say that. Let me clarify. Stevens County was a power team in 3A last year, and they went down to 2A, and we thought like, man, Stevens County, we had them high ranked in the beginning, and they kind of fell off. But it looked like that Stevens County team has hit their stride. And to beat a Callaway team that I thought was real battle tested and would be in the semis, I don't think Appling's gonna have enough to beat them.
Well, I will say this. Somebody I know went to the game, and what they said was that Stevens just jumped out on them really, really early, and Callaway just wasn't into it the first half. Now the second half, they really came to themselves, but it wasn't enough. So it might just be a matchup thing, and not necessarily.
Man, I'm gonna say this, and EP already approved it. Fuck Stevens County. You mean to tell me you done got us? You done went through the season, and the quality opponents that you played, you basically laid the fuck down and tucked your tail between your legs. You played a Jefferson team. You got beat 28-45. You played a Coney and got beat 35-10. And then you get in the region, you play a PAC, got beat 49-7. Hebron Christian 42-0. But you expect me to believe that you're gonna walk down to Appling County and beat them in Appling County? No fucking way. I'm buying that. Stevens Stevens County
I'm with you.
is
I got the
Stevens
Pirates.
County. Stevens County is going home, polishing the basketball court, getting ready for that third basketball game of the season come Friday.
I'm with you. I got Rockmart and I got Appling.
Okay, so let's see.
Now, hold on. Can we talk about Rockmart real quick?
Sure. I was just gonna read what they said.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But I just want to get through these top side of the bracket real fast because this is on my mind, and you know my mind is bad, and I'll forget.
Hell yeah.
But I'm sorry. Look who Rocktown lost to this year. 2 losses. Cedartown, very first game in Cartersville. Ain't looked back since. That's all I'm saying. Morgan County, outside of a Coney, who you normally play every year, your non-region schedule was weak. Yes, you beat a Coney, but we all feel a Coney was not the same old blue collar or Coney County of previous past. That name just did not move the needle this year when you heard it. And then you turn around and you lose to Callaway to close out the season. And what you're going up against in Rockmart is about the same caliber, if not better, than what you face against Callaway. Morgan County goes home, prepares. They don't get ready for basketball. They getting ready for wrestling.
Put Rockmart over there. Y'all say Appling, but y'all gonna be real surprised come Saturday morning, Friday night.
You know the only way we're gonna be surprised is if that quarterback screws it up. It's on the quarterback.
Okay. Yeah. More Mr.
Let's
Shear says he's
let's get to that one right there. The Thompson Burke County Region Championship rematch.
okay. So what do you think, Mr. Bird?
I'm rolling with the Bears again. Thompson's good. Thompson ain't Burke County good. Plus, Burke County gets to host again. But that game's always going to be packed. So I think Thompson's playing a lot better than what they were at the beginning of the season. I think somebody flipped a switch in Thompson. They finally start being good again. But I still think Burke County just too powerful. I got Burke going semis.
Tell Mr. Bird why, Jess.
What?
Who came back for Thompson?
Trey.
Trey back.
Trey back.
I talk about that little boy like I know him. If y'all know him, tell him his auntie said hello.
Man, I'm sorry, but the Burke County resume speaks more volumes to me than does the Thompson resume throughout the regular season. And then just the teams
I mean,
that
and here's
that
something
they dealt
also.
with.
I'll go ahead and just say this right here as well. Burke County's region, Burke County region ain't shit. Thompson and Burke County region ain't shit. I'm just going. I know y'all may not like that language. But I mean honestly,
We love it.
Your region is Glen Hills, Laney, Josie, Butler. That's the school of the handicapped. That's the school of the blind, school of the deaf, school of the handicapped, and school of the mentally challenged. I mean, you beat Josie 85-0. You were 2 touchdowns away from putting up 100.
They just need to stop playing football. Just really.
You beat Glen Hills 59-6. You beat Butler 59-14. Really, the 2 toughest teams in that region were Burke County and Thompson.
What's going on, Mr. Jackson? He says Thompson had 7 starters out in the beginning of the season. Mr. Terman, welcome. He says Thompson is going to win. He also has a question, but Mr. Terman, we can't get started on that tonight.
No. Go to say it so I can get on this punk ass.
He said Thurston who Cedar Grove play tomorrow night.
Okay, first things first. I appreciate the shot that you gave. You finally got a chance to say that shit after 10 years. But I'm gonna let you know who Cedar Grove playing tomorrow. Cedar Grove is playing, and don't laugh when I say this. We ain't playing nobody tomorrow. But ain't no basketball tournament. Basketball tournament ain't going on just yet.
Okay. So now let us move. Okay, so yeah, we got a couple. We got 3 for Thompson. And Tick says that Thompson is getting warmed up at the right time.
Yeah, I think Thompson win.
Danny says Appleton is a good team, but Stevens County will be too much for them. Get back once they get behind on the scoreboard. Okay. My Tiggers Matt says they have good bands in that region. Say it with your chest, Mr. Patrick. Say it with your chest.
Oh shit! You know what? I'm sorry, y'all. I lied. Cedar Grove play Grayson on Wednesday.
No, okay.
Yeah, well, this ain't drumline. Yeah, if it was a battle of the bands, yeah, I got the Sonic Boom of the South and Josie.
But yeah, Cedar Grove play Grayson, and we got Grayson on Wednesday, Newton on Friday in basketball. Y'all gonna leave me the fucking alone. I ain't got no problem with fucking with you right now.
Danny, baby, Hatefield's not playing. He said Hatefield will upset Thompson. And what? They don't play.
They already gonna beat them.
Yeah, that was supposed to have been last weekend. That was Hey, Danny, you stuck in last week, ain't you?
Yeah. So now y'all got Burke County here, but I think the fans, most of the fans are saying Thompson. Now let's get over here. My goodness, Pierce and Carver. Tick says Pierce over Carver, and he's sticking to it.
Preacher man, I don't told y'all.
Yes. Oh, Wednesday is going to be delightful. Let's see.
It's at Carver.
Yeah, the game is being played in Columbus.
Yeah, it ain't in Blackshear.
So Mr. Smith says Carver Columbus over Pierce. Who
you saying, Shakira?
Carver Columbus.
Okay.
Yeah, Carver Columbus. Let's see. Okay, then said Bert. Okay, Pierce, Carver, Columbus, Otis Spencer Stadium in Columbus, Georgia. No, let's see. Otis Spencer Stadium in Columbus, Georgia. Okay.
It was
Fuck
me,
all
Pastor.
that talking, Pierce County. So Barry, you gonna come on Wednesday and talk with our Carver folks and let us know. Let them know why Pierce is gonna win. We'll send you the link on Wednesday, okay?
All I'm saying is, oh damn, Pierce did take number two seed, huh? Never mind.
Hey,
They would have had if they would have had an easy path, they would have won the region.
hey,
Mm.
that dog want to use map crazy.
He said I'm still mad at Jasper Saint, so I'm going with Pierce. Sorry.
Now,
Uh,
now Barry Van, one of our longtime listeners, man, good dude, showed number love when we came down to Blackshear. We talking what 21 or something.
it was
Teach played
21.
Pierce
Yeah, because I was in
down there.
Charleston. I didn't go. Yeah.
Yeah, very good dude. Pierce County got a hell of an offense. That McGatha kid, that kid is something special. 2,000-yard passing, 2,000-yard rushing last year.
He's a Swiss Army knife.
Yes, he is. But with that being said, he ain't facing defense like what he finna see over there at Ole Spencer come Friday. I've seen this. I've seen this Barry. I've seen Carver Columbus. Y'all got to bring it, bro. That's all I can say. Carver
Hey,
Columbus.
but you better listen to Coach Corso. That's all I'm gonna
You,
tell you.
yeah, and you can't go into Columbus like you went into Quitman. I say that
No,
because
no,
that
no.
ain't gonna work. That's not
No,
gonna
no,
work.
no.
So just know that.
So
I'm not saying who's gonna win either way, but you
hold on, we going
cannot.
through all the hold on, we going through all the brackets tonight.
Yes, let's move along.
Oh shit, I need a smoke break. Shit. All right, I'm listening. Keep on rolling. Keep rolling.
All them
Keep
cups
rolling with it.
you shouldn't be able to get up and move from the computer.
All
Shit,
that
damn
damn
that.
money.
I'm just,
Cherokee Bluff. Get their legs back.
You think
you think
Cherokee
so?
Bluff beat Jefferson?
And Cherokee Bluff get their legs back.
I don't see that one yet, bro. I don't see it.
What do y'all say, listeners? I don't know.
I'm saying
I
Jefferson.
think Jefferson.
I'm saying Jefferson beat them again.
Yeah, I tend to say Jefferson.
What do you really think that Cherokee Bluff is gonna do different that they didn't do before when they got blowed out the first time around?
Let's the same reason why when I called a Lucy Laney Burke County game.
Hmm. Remember who
You
we
talking
talking
about a
about?
region foe. You talking about a team that had one loss on the season, and that was to Jefferson. I don't think Cherokee Bluff go into Jefferson again and allow them to do that.
You know we had this conversation a couple of years ago, right?
We did.
Mr. Smith says Cherokee Bluff too. I don't see nobody else talking, but
But I just
it's
don't
like a
see it though
15-second
because
delay.
I really don't see Cherokee Bluff having the team to beat a Jefferson the second time around, regardless. I just don't.
So we got 2 for Cherokee Bluff and 2 for Jefferson.
Um,
Tick says Jefferson, so we got 3 for Jefferson. We got another one for Cherokee Bluff. He said due to the fact that it's hard to beat the same team twice.
yeah, Ben, I had that conversation. Okay, not
So
having
we
that
three
conversation
we
again.
we 3 for 3. Somebody break
Mr.
the
Bird,
tie.
Mr. Bird, you still here?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
What you think?
Uh, I'm thinking. I'm trying to find what I mean. That
Now we
35 to
talking.
7. That
Now
35 to
we
7 is kind of intriguing, but I agree it's tough to beat the same team twice. I mean, first time they played, Jefferson basically beat them on the ground. I mean, honestly, Cherokee Bluff gave up almost 300 yards rushing in one game.
You know what? Cherokee Bluff is gonna give up 225 yards rushing this game because Jefferson is gonna change up.
You know,
Is gonna tweak their game plan and pass a little bit more.
being I mean, I was leaning towards Cherokee, but you know what? Just being their just a tested program, as well as just that rushing offense. I'm gonna go with Jefferson. I don't think it's gonna be 35-7. I think you got more of like a 28-24 or 28-21 kind of game. I think it's close, but I still think Jefferson gets the edge, especially being at home.
Okay. Now, I think everybody that's listening and on this panel wants the same thing on the right hand side of this bracket, right? I think we all want the same thing
Yeah,
because
we all want Peach County to get beat, right?
Hell no.
now we won't be.
Matter of fact, you gonna put them down at the bottom in the damn championship power.
Man, I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Man, somebody just give Peach County a damn trophy. Give Peach County a damn trophy, man. All this shit they've been through these last years getting screwed.
That I cannot agree with you on. I am gonna say this. It's gonna be Peach County and Jefferson in the finals. Actually, I can't even say that because Peach County gonna have a tough game against Stevenson in the semifinals.
So you saying Stevenson over Southeast Bullet?
They won't even see him. They won't even see him.
You think Southeast Bullet gonna beat Stevenson?
Yep.
Nah.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, bro. I really don't.
Okay. I'm just telling you what I see. And North Hall gonna beat LaGrange.
You think so?
Yep.
That I wouldn't put past North Hall. But the Stevenson Southeast Bullet, I just don't see Stevenson losing the Southeast Bullet.
Man, them boy running some Stevenson ain't gonna be able to stop, man. Stevenson don't have the defense to stop that option, man.
Okay, evidently you ain't seeing that number 10 on defense, huh? Is it 10 or 0? He either got 10 or 0. You ain't seeing him on Stevenson, huh?
Okay.
I'm honestly gonna go with South. I like Stevenson, but something about that Southeast Bullet team just it's very intriguing this year. I'm gonna go with Southeast Bullet.
Yep.
You know what? Troy McAfee, I'm gonna take your pick today, Troy. Hold on, what's the dude first name? McAfee?
Plus, Southeast Bullet was one of the only two teams to beat Harlem all year. The other one was Aquinas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. No, and we all agree North Hall over LaGrange, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say the listeners, I don't know, but
they haven't said anything. They too Mr. Matt said he going with Southeast Bullet. He said hell must gonna freeze over. I don't see Southeast Bullet beating Stevenson. That's what Marquise says.
Where's that? Didn't somebody say that last week? Hell will freeze over for Aquinas beats Athens Academy. Well, then I hope we got a big jag as it got cold.
Mr. Matt said Southeast Bullet. Harlem wasn't that impressed with Mr. Bird. No. Tick says LaGrange. Lord have mercy. I cannot wait for Pierce and Carl Columbus to have this conversation.
Can I go ahead and address Mr. Thurman?
Sure.
You sure I can address Mr. Thurman?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to make sure y'all cool with me addressing Mr. Thurman. Because all I'm gonna say is, Mr. Thurman, cut it out. Cut it out. Cause you're trying to be slick and throw jabs, but guess what? It ain't working. I'm just gonna make you a tuller. You've been a tuller right now, Mr. Thurman. You've been a tuller. So go ahead and stop it out, cause you're not gonna get me agitated tonight.
I like North Hall, but you know what? I'm gonna go with LaGrange. I think LaGrange. I think they're battle tested. It's hard to beat, and honestly, it's hard to beat Sandy Creek. Sandy Creek's always been a damn good team. So I'm gonna go with LaGrange. Plus, also one of my all-time favorite high school football players came from LaGrange, Mr. Trey Blackman. If you out there listening, if you ever hear me, one of my all-time favorite high school linebackers ever. So I'm gonna go with the Grangers.
I'm gonna tell you why. Just for what you said, Mr. Bird, the fact that they beat Sandy Creek last week, and that was they Super Bowl. They're gonna be on a high and not gonna be expecting what North Hall come to bring.
We're gonna see. All right. So let's 4A. Let's move on. Let's move on along.
Okay.
The comments are just Pierce and Carl fussing at each other, and we'll get to that. Whatever.
All right. I do truly believe that Eastside's season comes to an end this weekend against Creekside. And Benedictine, you had a great season, but I do believe Blessed Trinity ends your run.
I agree with
That's
that.
just me.
I agree with that.
Okay, what y'all say, listeners?
Creekside and BT.
There it is.
Okay. Pat McAfee, that's his name. Pat McAfee. We're going with Pat. Mr. Bird, your name tonight is Pat McAfee, okay?
Ah!
Nice. Any of y'all ever said anything? Any of y'all ever said anything negative about kickers?
Nope.
No.
I got much respect for him because we ain't never had one at Cedar Grove, so I got much respect for him.
Hey, punters are people too.
Yes, y'all did. He had Hughes now.
Yeah. Bloop bloop. Okay.
and that's what's gonna beat Thomas County Central. But moving on.
Side note, just going back AAA, I did at the beginning of the season. I'll just go and be honest with you. I did have Peach County going all the way just for you. And plus, remember, I told y'all this last year. One of my all-time favorite receivers came from Peach County, Mr. Udom Umo.
Okay.
Yeah, number 11.
Yep. W is what they used to call him.
W.
Yeah, he was great.
And he went on to Vanderbilt. Possibly could have made the NFL, but decided to go on and pursue a career in law, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out Udom.
Always so smart. Always so smart. Shout out to him. What's going on, Mr. Scroggins? He says, we shall see when the Benedictine prediction.
Hey, shout out to your son.
Herbert Scroggins the third. They call him third.
Shout out to third. A hell of a linebacker, defensive end. But yeah, BT is gonna be a little too strong for y'all, bro.
He said we were on alert watch last night. Now we're losing this week, and our quarterback is back.
I know. That's definitely gonna help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is he missed a lot of time, and that same timing is not gonna be there.
We shall see. Mr. Shield says Eastside wins by 5. Mr. Map says Eastside.
And what? Eastside wins by 5 at what?
In golf. Tackle football.
Thank you, Mr. Bird. In golf.
Yeah, I don't think they beat Creekside, and I got North Oconee on the bottom bracket here.
Oh yeah, me too.
I tell you what, that might be the matchup of the year in 4A right there, Cartersville and North Oconee.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great one. Mr. Map says Eastside is playing good ball and don't sleep on them.
I'm not sleeping on Eastside. The thing is, hold on, yo. I got this. Nobody on this panel is sleeping on Eastside. But what we do understand is what Creekside did and is doing. Do understand what Creekside is doing since they came back to the state of Georgia.
Yeah, demolishing people.
Do understand that?
I ain't giving up no points at that.
You get your ass whooped like that, you get mad and say, I ain't taking this shit no more. Tell like Tina Turner did when she was in the car with Ike. She said, I'm not in the mood for this shit today, Ike.
Don't start with me, Ike.
If I took belt to ass 70-0, I'd come back pretty pissed off as well.
Yeah, damn right. That's exactly what happened. They're like, y'all ain't gonna. They might whip our ass, but y'all ain't
They lost 2 damn teams all year. Best team in South Carolina, and in my opinion, the second best team in the state of Texas. After that,
in the nation, shit. Hey, EP, I need you to get Mr. Bird soundbite on that one. I need to use that one.
Belt the ass.
He took a 70-point belt the ass. He'll come back mad too.
Yeah, if I got belt to ass 70-0, I come back pissed off.
Damn it, I want attention. Give me some attention.
But with that being said, Creekside, I'm glad you came back with fervor, but do not take your ass out there playing them folk no damn more. Do not get on no plane next year doing that dumb shit ever again. That did not. No, don't do that no more.
What Mr. Bird said, right?
Look, he said that's not belt. That's an extensical.
That one of them braided switches, the ass them.
Baby.
That was them telling them go pick your own switch and
Yeah.
he sent out. He said they sent out going, no, if I pick that one, they're gonna send me right back out here. That one will break my spine.
Yep. So you try to get the in between so it don't be that bad, and you still get your ass towed up.
Yeah, they brought the 2x4 to DeSoto. Said, do what you will.
They had no business going out there mess with them folks, man. They had no business going out there bothering people.
Man, y'all ever seen that movie Animal House? Yeah, that was Creekside against DeSoto. He bent over. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Banging that butt with that saddle.
No, I wasn't ready for that one. Thank you, Mr. Bird. We got to bring you back when the season closes out, regardless of what happens.
Let's see.
Man, that's a good one.
So 5A, now, 5A, baby. What we got?
Coffee.
I think we all in agreement on this. You know what? Don't even say that. We're gonna get past the top real quick and real fast. Because I think we all agree on this. Any team in the top part of the bracket that starts with an S is not advancing. So we can go ahead and go to the bottom of the bracket with a real game being played.
Show the pads on this side, jerseys on this side.
Why don't we just go ahead and skip on the 6A? If your name ain't Milton, you ain't winning.
Oh my Lord, Mr. Fern. We've been trying to say that, but we get a lot of backlash. So
we gonna go. Look, hey, we're not doing this, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Jeffrey says, "What was that school that played IMG, the fake school? Bishop Garman, wasn't it?
Oh no, Bishop
Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore. That's it. Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah, their initials literally were BS High.
That's exactly what they were.
Hey, man, that's where I graduated from. That's why my middle initials is BS.
You would have gotten more credit if you gone to University of Phoenix.
Well, you know what though? I was trying to graduate from the Bry.
Well, you got your Bishop Sycamore gate went ahead. They probably didn't say to go to Clay.
You'll get a better education from Moss University.
Mm-hmm. So guys,
Cole, y'all stupid.
Hey guys, we're not.
I named my fantasy football team after Bishop Sycamore.
That's what Mike is saying. I'm not saying that. So again, I need y'all to come on Wednesday and let them know why your team is gonna win. So you got Thomas County Central or Hughes. Y'all tell me. I know what the panel is gonna. What the panel is gonna say, and I know what the listeners are gonna say because most of the listeners are TCC.
You know what? I'm gonna entertain the listeners tonight. I'm not gonna go with the panel. I'm gonna go with the listeners. McAfee, I'm gonna ask you for your opinion, but I'm actually gonna listen to the listeners today.
Let's see. Tick says Hughes. Scroggin says Hughes. Marquis says Hughes. Oh, Obadiah said the TCC fans are gone. Miss Langford says Hughes. Obadiah says so. I'll say TCC. Kiana says Hughes. Did I tell you welcome to the show, Miss Kiana? Welcome to the podcast. I think because I read your comment. She said y'all bring your damn lawn chair. That's what she said. No, she didn't say that. Jeremy Jones. He putting his hand over his head. Mr. Jones. Well, this is what I want you to do, Mr. Jones. Wednesday, make sure you come back. We're going to send you a link. And we want you to come on here and tell us why Lee County is going to win.
He ain't got to come on. We already know why Lee County going to win. They playing fucking Sequoia.
No, he's talking about this. He's talking about the next
general because y'all keep saying Milton is going to beat Lee. And he's been given, like in the comments over the past few weeks, he's been giving legitimate arguments as to why Lee would beat Milton. So I mean,
Okay,
I want
I'm
him to
gonna
come
ask him.
in here and
Okay,
talk
I'm gonna
about
ask
it.
him one question. I'm gonna ask him one question. They play Houston County, right?
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Huh?
They play Houston County, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
played them.
Okay. Houston County put up the most points on them, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The problem is Houston County didn't really have a defense. I
Uh-huh.
mean, let's be real about it. We know Houston County doesn't have the defense that we expect the Houston County to have. Here's the thing: Milton has the better defense and can put up points via offense because they're going to hit you,
We're
either
gonna have
running
this
or
conversation
passing.
on Wednesday with Mr. Jones.
But that's my thing. So, Mr. Jones, be prepared for the conversation. That's where I'm coming from. I'm gonna let you know that.
Of course,
Okay.
Mr. DeAntoine, of course, Mr. Henderson. That goes without saying. We want all the fan bases to come tell us why they. I mean, we won't be here all night, but we want you all to give us a reason why you're going to win. So, Mr. Jacob Williams says TCC. Mr. Wilkins says TCC. Thank you, Mr. Jones. We look forward to hearing from you on Wednesday. Deshaun says TCC.
Pat McAfee over here says TCC. I think it's going to be a damn good matchup. But that's a long that's a long bus ride for Hughes to take down to South Georgia.
I think TCC
South
go up.
Atlanta.
You know, TCC got to go up there,
Well, you know what?
and I got
I'm
TCC.
gonna amuse the listeners tonight.
Well, it's a lot of listeners that say Hughes too now.
I know, but we already know what the honestly, me and Yo, we personally feel it's gonna be Hughes. Hughes gonna win the game, but we're gonna amuse and entertain the TCC fans tonight because Wednesday is gonna be a different conversation. So this is what the Final Four looks like.
So Final Four, you got Milton, and Milton.
Yep, pretty much. You know what? You are absolutely right. Let me go ahead. You know what? Let me do that, Rick. You are absolutely right. I like your thinking.
What?
I like your thinking.
Oh Lord. Anyway.
I mean,
Ms.
when you get down to
Mr. Lacey said we entertained TCC last podcast. We didn't
But
know
that's the
you
thing.
listened, Ms. Lacey. You should have told us hello, sweetheart.
But yeah, Mrs. Right? Miss Lane,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Me and the Wizard, we both predicted Thomas County Central to win. Yes, we said what we said about Thomas County Central, and we're being honest. That their weakest link is one, their passing game and their secondary. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong on that.
Oh,
That's all I'm
Jeremy
saying.
is ready. He is ready. He said,
I
boy,
like
boy, boy.
Hoko. I like Hoko over Milton.
Hey, can you do me if I come down tonight, you gonna give me at least a 3-5 of what you smoking on?
Go to
Get the
6,
whole zip, bro.
Anybody got a number from 911? I got to call a psych ward on that one.
I just want a 3-5 of what you smoking on, so I can have me some good stuff to sit back on after a long day at work.
I like Hoko over Milton.
That right there, that's an answer of a man who had to go pick his own switch too many times. Missed that ass, caught that head.
But y'all is crazy. Now,
okay, Grayson, and here's why. Colin Hill lost 4 players to Grayson. First game of the season, Colin Hill came out pissed off and beat Grayson. Since then,
ain't nobody been able to stop Grayson.
man,
I like Grayson.
yo, I hear what you talking. But here's the thing.
Damn it.
Yo,
stop this.
I hear what you talking. I really do. But let's be honest with it. Juju finna end his high school career with a damn championship ring. Ain't no
Let's
way.
play.
What?
Mr. We got a question later on, but listen, we doing this for play. You acting up.
Ain't that what we supposed to do? That's
But
what ain't that what I do?
yeah, that's what you do. So,
Honestly,
Mr. Williams has a question. Hmm?
honestly,
Okay.
the real championship that everybody wished that we could see would be Carrollton versus
Carrollton and
Milton.
Buford versus.
No,
Oh
Carrollton
yeah,
versus Milton.
yeah, that would have been really good. But Carrollton versus Buford would be a good one too. Um,
Oh, we're gonna get that game December 6th. We're gonna get that game regardless. And we're gonna
Yeah,
get Grayson versus Douglas County. But it's just a formality for Carrollton to have to win.
okay, so we'll talk more about this on Wednesday. Freddie Mac says Carrollton is beating every team by 21. Mr. Jones says North Gwinnett is going to beat Buford. Um, Philip Jacob Williams says, "You say TCC's passing game is weak."
Yeah. Yeah. How else? Okay. If, as y'all say in TCC, deuce is loose. If Deuce doesn't get loose, your offense is not going to be productive. Let's be honest about it, TCC. Stop lying to yourself. Stop fabricating stories that make you believe your team is better than what it is.
Mr. Green, welcome to the podcast. He says Carrollton hasn't played any pressure at all year. So, Mr. Green, let us know who your team is and welcome.
Did you not
Um,
watch the first two games that Carrollton played this year? That's okay. Now I'm going into Stephen A mode. Now I'm going into Stephen A mode.
oh Lord.
oh, here
No,
you go.
no, real talk. Let's be real about it. And anybody can pull this up and verify what I'm about to say. Did anybody not watch what the game against Woodward Academy that they played? That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go into Alabama and beat one of the top teams in Alabama this year convincingly. The only
Mm,
team that gave them issues was Woodward Academy that played them close. 10-point game. That's the closest game they played all year was 10 points. And that was Woodward Academy. And guess what? That game was played in basically a
A
typhoon.
monsoon.
mhm.
Yes. So let's be real about it. They blowed out their number one contender, Douglas County. They blew them out by 21.
Mr. Green is from Buford. So, Mr. Green, if you come back on Wednesday, you come talk to us and let us know why you think you're gonna beat North Gwinnett and Carrollton. Let us know that. Mr.
Well,
Jones
let me
says
just tell
Woodward is
Mr.
not
Green real
good.
quick, babe. Real quick, Mr. Green. You'll beat North Gwinnett, so don't come on here Wednesday to talk about that. We know that. But you're not finna beat
Disrespect.
Carrollton, bro. You're not finna beat
Disrespect.
Carrollton. You're not finna beat Carrollton, bro. Just
You
take that.
just
Take that for what you want.
all right. You know what? I'm gonna tell Buford. I'm gonna say it again. I've been saying this last year. I've been saying it this year. One, Buford, you don't have the receivers and you don't have the secondary to contend with Carrollton. You have the
Oh,
best linebacker room in the state of Georgia. You just don't have the back four to go with it. And you do not have the receivers on the offensive side of the ball to help out little brother Rayola.
Mr. Jones says Woodward isn't good, and Tay says that Alabama team wouldn't have beat anybody in Georgia.
Hmm.
No, I ain't even looking at that one. I'm looking at the comment from Jeremy Jones Sr. saying Woodward not that good.
Hmm.
Okay.
You're right
Um,
too.
all I'm gonna say is this.
Oh
Yes,
man.
Woodward took a lot of losses that we did not expect during the regular season. Lost by Carrollton by 10 points. Lost to Collins Hill by 7. Got blown out by Marist. Here's the thing about Woodward Academy. Woodward Academy, which we knew was not the same Woodward Academy from last year. We understood that the running game was just not there what they had last year. But they played them first two games very tough. And granted, those two games were way higher classification games that they should have played. And then they ran into Marist, who, honestly, in my opinion, is the number 5 or number 6 team in the state of Georgia. Carrollton being the number 2 team in the state of Georgia. That's who they lost to. Granted, the Sequoia loss that they took last week, very surprising. But hey, things happen. All I'm saying is this: say what you want to say, but Woodward Academy was still a quality team this year to either win or lose to. You
I agree.
cannot knock what Woodward Academy brought to the table. You had
I,
to bring your A game to be a Woodward Academy.
I agree. And I like what Mr. Green just said. He said he ain't coming on Wednesday to talk about it because he don't serve wine before time. He'll come back Friday night, though, and he'll sure let us know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll agree with everything you
No, he was
said.
talking about Carrollton. I think he would come talk about North Gwinnett.
I'll
But
agree with
Right.
everything you also said about Woodward Academy. No matter what year it is, they're always well coached. They're always well disciplined. They've got athletes. They've got funding. They've got everything that you need for a top quality private school in Atlanta. And like you said, I mean, grit, Carrollton, Collins Hill, Marist, every single one of them still alive.
Mm-hmm.
That's that in my opinion, that's a gauntlet of a first 3 damn games. I
Yep,
don't give a shit what anybody says. That's a gauntlet right there.
definitely.
yeah,
I wouldn't want to play 2 of those damn games.
you're right about that. Dro, how you doing, buddy? He says anything can happen in the 3rd round. You're right. My daddy used to say that all the time. My daddy said once you get to the 3rd round, anybody can play. So
like I mentioned earlier, once you get past that, once you get to that Elite 8, you ain't gonna see a bad team.
Exactly.
Pass on that. But at the end of the day, I am gonna say this: 6A, it's Carrollton's classification to lose. 5A is Milton's classification to lose. I don't care how you want to spin it. There's a number 1, number 2 teams in the state of Georgia. And in my opinion, Carrollton is not finna lose because Carrollton and that team led by Juju Lewis is on a mission to get him a title before he heads off to Colorado.
And let's not forget, Carrollton last year is not the Carrollton this year. Like
No, because they got a better defense. They got a better defense than what they had before.
You can look at their roster and see a couple of them kids went on that team last year. This team was built to win it this year in 6A. And I think they pull it off. It's going to be a good game if Carrollton and Buford see each other. It's going to be a good game, but I think Carrollton is the strongest team in 6A.
And to piggyback on what you said, I think Milton is the strongest team in 5A because Milton is not the same team. They're actually a better team than what they were last year. And
The
that's
win
what a lot of
7A.
people are forgetting.
Yeah. The win 7A
Milton
last
brought
year.
in pieces on the defense to make them better than what they were
And
last year.
offense. So
Mr. Jones is going to have a lot to refute all of that on Wednesday. I am almost positive. Am I right, Mr. Jones?
Damn that. I need him to come back on Friday and say it with his chest.
He'll do that. He gonna say it with his chest.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
Friday he gonna whip it. Friday they gonna whip whoever. I forget who they play. Sprayberry. They gonna beat the shit out of him.
We put 60 on them.
Hold on. Do I need to say what I said again? Any team with any two that starts with an S and 6 losing on Friday.
Yes, we said that.
So that's what he don't.
And Sequoia.
Dro said Skip ain't never wrong.
My dog. But nah, let's be real about it. I mean, when you people, listeners, viewers, loyal listeners, second subscribers, as the ladies would say, let's be real. Does anybody expect Sequoia or Sprayberry to move on? No. Why is it even a discussion? Why is it even up for debate?
Nobody's debating that.
Put that damn drink down. Shit.
I gotta put the drink. Shit, I got.
Hey,
yeah.
Picture Cricket Mobile.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab my. I'm going too far away.
David, welcome. He said 18 flags for one team and 2 flags for the other.
What you speaking on there?
Hope
What we're
that's that
not
Mikey
gonna do?
Wi-Fi fucking. Yeah,
Oh,
Mister. I want to say your name right so bad, but I don't want to say it wrong. I want you to get it right because you
uh,
deserve to have your name
man, we
said
just
right.
gonna
But
call him
Mister
David.
David, let us know where you from. Uh,
David. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this this late in the season and this halfway through the playoff. We're not talking about referees no more. We're not talking about referees no more. You line up, you smash mouth, and you win and you execute. That's what it's all about in the playoffs now. Ain't nobody got no excuse at this point in the playoff not to be playing their best ball.
I will agree with
That's
you 99% of that.
yep, I got it, Mister. Jeremy said, "Good question." Contreras, welcome to the podcast. You're laughing. I don't know what you're laughing at, but let us know. Mr. Jones says, "I don't understand. Woodward has gone home and you praising them, but Sprayberry is in it and you downing them." Well, they on
because
different sides of the bracket too, Mr. Jones. So that has something to
no,
do with it.
no, that ain't it. That ain't it. Okay, what you're failing to understand is, okay, look at Woodward Academy from last year. Woodward Academy had one of the best running games in the state of Georgia last year. That running game was expected to be returning back, but it did not. Their passing game was not what we expected. So therefore, yes, Woodward Academy fell short of of my expectations this year. I'm not going to speak for the rest of the panel. I'm going to speak for myself. Yes, Woodward Academy fell short of my expectations because primarily of what they lost in the running game last year. And that's what made money for Woodward Academy last year. That's what I'm saying. Now, when it comes to Sprayberry and the other school that started with an S, Sequoia, they're coming out of weak regions, but at the same time, they are playing good ball. My thing is this: one, South Georgia teams are going to smash them in the mouth like they haven't been smashed all year, and that is what is expected to happen. Smack them in the mouth, punch them in the face, give them a Mike Tyson uppercut in the first half, in the first quarter, and make their ass lay down. And you take control of the game and you do what you got to do to manage it from there on. That's all I'm saying. It's it's simple mathematics, dude. It's not that hard to evaluate these teams. It's very simple. Look at the regions they're coming out of. Look at their resume. It's very easy to look at.
Mm-hmm. But not smash Milton. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna
No,
have an
Milton.
interesting conversation.
No, Milton on a different level right now because when it comes to Milton and Carrollton, like I say, in my book, Milton number one team. What I'm gonna put Carrollton number one team, Milton number two team in the state
And
of
what?
Georgia.
Milton, the
No,
best team in the state of Georgia. The best team, hands down.
I would.
We not
I
finna
ain't
have
gonna
this
lie. I
argument.
ain't gonna lie, dog. I would love to see Milton and Carrollton go at it because both
Well,
of them improved on defense and Milton improved on offense. So it would be great to see those two teams to go at it. That's why I'm putting them 1A and 1B, and then you got whoever else after that.
we'll blame the GHSA for whose brain fart idea was to let Milton go down from 6 to 5A.
Yeah.
So from 7 to 5.
Oh yeah, 7 to 5. Well, remember same thing with Thompson and Burke County. Thompson and Burke County were both 4A last year, and they both dropped down to double A.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting that in favor of Burke County because
Mr.
Thompson is
Murray.
missing something that they've been looking for a long that they've been looking for the past 2 years.
No, Mr. Murray. That's not we not doing that now. Lincoln County is an awesome team. They are, and they could very well be the best team in Division 2. However, they're not the best team in Georgia.
We all knew that.
I'm just saying what Mr. Murray said. He said my Lincoln County the best team in Georgia. You put Lincoln County against you put them against North Oconee and they gonna get mollywop.
Talking about you can put them in Peach County and they ain't finna do that.
Well, you right.
Can I ask y'all a question?
He's playing. Yes, ask.
Jeremy Jones, what team you represent? I'm trying
He's a Lee County Trojan.
Okay. So why he got City Grove nuts in his throat right now? City Grove ain't got no part of this conversation, but he's steady bringing this shit up. I'm trying to figure it out.
What the hell are y'all looking at?
What am I looking at?
Jeremy Jones, Senior?
Junior. Jeremy Jones Jr. Senior.
What did he say about City Grove?
We know City Grove don't have 40 turnovers in 11 games.
No,
we know
man.
that.
Man. Put the Brown down, bro. Put the Brown down.
What is you talking about, man?
Nah, yo, hold on, wait, hold on. Yo and Jessica. Now, y'all know for a fact we had about 40 turnovers in 11 games, though, for
Okay,
real.
but I need you to be quiet for just a minute. I need you to be quiet. But no.
Y'all already know what I would say on that one.
Boy, hush. Let me finish this. He said we have 40 turnovers in 11 games on defense. He's saying that Lee County has caused 40 turnovers in 11 games. He said shit about Cedar Grove. Put that goddamn.
No, he did. No. Granted, fact check. Go back up through the comment. We were talking about Cedar Grove earlier. But my thing is this.
That wasn't him. That was Mr. Thurman. Mr. Jones ain't said shit about Cedar Grove.
Okay, whatever. Y'all know I'm drunk. But anyway.
Bro, they'll come down here get a 3.5, bro. Just let me come up there and sit with you, bro, because you good.
Come on up and sit and bring that 3.5 with you. Shit, we gonna be blitzed. Well, we gonna be crawfish. But now,
it's time to go, y'all.
But now, real talk. Hey, hold on. Let me say this. Luke Nickel has only thrown, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around 5 to 7 interceptions this year. Okay. He has taken care of the ball. So I will say this.
Hey, let me just say this. AJ Hill don't throw less, bro. I like Hoko over Milton.
You think if I called Juju Lewis, he share some of that money he got with me?
Nope. Nah. I mean, hey, he drive. Well, I don't know. Well, I would like to say what he driving to school, but I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, whatever car he got, he ain't driving it across country to Colorado.
No, that's for sure.
He flying on a private jet to Colorado and gonna buy a new car when he lands.
He ain't gonna buy shit. It's just gonna be there when he get there. He ain't gonna buy a damn thing.
That's true.
It's gonna be like that scene of that movie Tupac. All eyes on me. He's gonna get off that private jet. They're gonna have a briefcase full of cash waiting for him with his chain ready to go.
He already got that.
One thing I'm saying about Juju is this. Juju, be prepared for a 17-year-old freshman, true freshman in college, being highlighted on ESPN next year. Be ready for that.
Well, last time we saw that was Johnny Manziel.
And guess what? You're getting a better pocket passer version of Johnny Manziel.
Great.
Oh, definitely. I just hope they recruit an offensive line to keep him healthy. He takes and he hits to the knees like Shador Sanders did this weekend.
Oh, that was so terrible.
That was dirty too.
I think Dion understands and recognizes that and realizes that's where he has to improve is the offensive line and the defensive line, and also put Warren Sapp on the payroll. But
I mean, I would say first thing you need to do, defense line needs it, but if you had to prioritize them, I'm saying offensive line, you're going to have $1 million quarterback for you next year. Get your offensive line fixed and ready to go.
Yes, I agree.
Sure. You got $1 million investment. You better protect it.
You do. And if you're looking to win the Big 12 next year and you're looking to get in the playoffs, yeah, you're definitely gonna need a line because you're gonna run up against some SEC teams, and we don't do nothing down here but eat cornbread and collard greens, and
Big 12 so weak right now, man.
It is, and so you're gonna run into some big stout quick and they run fast.
Run
And
fast and hit hard.
yeah, so you gonna definitely you got to, I mean, recruit
What you
and
say?
then
Go talk to Texas.
sir.
Mm.
Texas will tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ask Creekside about Texas boys.
Mhm.
Shit,
What's
they can come to Ellenwood and ask about Texas boy.
King Hustle Athletic Training? Good evening. How you doing, Mr. Reddy?
What's
Um,
happening, bro? Hope you doing good with Outlaw.
yeah. So, so we almost at 3 hours. I did not eat my dinner tonight so that I could be on here and talk to you all 3 hours because I was unable to talk to y'all Friday, but I'm so glad I was able to talk to y'all tonight. Y'all make sure that y'all come back here Wednesday. We want to thank Mr. Bird for talking with us tonight. We really appreciate you, and we always enjoy
Oh,
when
it's
you come to talk
Oh,
to us.
it's always a pleasure being on here. And if y'all want to have me back at the end of the season, I'd be glad to be back here. And and one more time, I'm gonna say hell no to your answer of our season ain't ending in the
You came
quarterfinals.
on to tell us that your season ended in the quarterfinals, did you, Mr. Bird?
He did not. He said, "Hell no."
Well, at least y'all know.
I still got a whole bunch of receipts from Athens Academy I got to go through. So I hope I got to get another folder ready.
That's right.
Hey, at
That's
least y'all
right,
know
Mr.
it wasn't
Bird.
me this week on today. It wasn't me this week.
Yeah, y'all know that scene out of Billy. Y'all know that scene out of Billy Madison where that guy started crossing the name off his list. Yeah, I still got another 10 people I got to call.
Make it happen, Captain. Make it happen. So, yeah, like I said, we'll see y'all Wednesday. I got one more work day this week, and so I got to hit it in the morning, which
Oh,
means
and
just means
I see somebody comment, come back Wednesday and come back again Wednesday, Mr. Bird, if you can.
yeah.
If they'll have me, I'll be back.
No, that's
Okay.
Joe. That's one of our panel members. He's a founder of the podcast, so he's inviting you back Wednesday. So just make sure you come back.
Yeah,
If
we'll
y'all
make
send me
sure
the
you get
link,
the
I will
link.
be there.
Okay, we're gonna have some conversation. We're gonna talk to a lot of y'all on Wednesday. So,
And I'll be fielding any questions y'all got.
Hey,
all right.
Patrick, real quick, where's Patrick Thurman team, man? Because I like Patrick, man. Patrick all right with me.
I think he's Thompson, if I'm not mistaken, but don't get me to
Patrick Thurman
line.
just said go. Patrick Thurman just said go Cedar Grove.
But no, he's not. He's being funny.
He tried
Hey,
to be funny.
hey,
Look,
look
man, we
at
play Grayson in basketball. We gonna
oh,
hey, we about to
he
beat
a
Grayson.
bulldog.
What y'all don't know is we 3-1, Grayson 3-0. We about to get Grayson their first loss.
in
Okay.
what?
He a
Oh,
Thompson
Basketball.
bulldog. I like that.
the bird. Joe said, "Don't come back, Wednesday." You talk about Billy Madison. He changed his mind.
Man, I'm glad I called that guy.
Thompson. He's from Thompson. So see you later, Obadiah. Good troll show. We appreciate it. And so like I said, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. I guess I could talk to y'all between cooking and all that. I love
So
y'all enough to do that.
last week, real quick before we go, last week was Lucy Lane over Burke. My upset pick this week is Hoko over Milton.
You said that. So we got you. What's going
Kids,
on,
Oh, you
kids
Mr.
don't do drugs.
what? Hey, hey, you remember that old commercial where they had their egg in their frying pan?
This is your
Hmm.
brain. This is your
Yeah,
brain on drugs. No,
yeah.
that ain't my one. Who taught you to do this stuff? You all right?
You're right.
I
And look at
love
what you do.
the
That
The
was
tank
terrible.
is clean. The tank is clean.
Mr. Sanders, make sure you come back on Wednesday, okay? You come on
Especially from Stevenson, man. I might have
yeah,
some stuff to talk to you about.
yeah, you come on Wednesday too to talk to us.
Hey, Mr. Bird,
Thank
Joe
you,
said
Mr.
you take
Sanders.
Thursday place on Wednesday. He suspended for talking about basketball.
Shit, I'm just keeping it
Yep,
real
I
about
Hey,
my team.
Thursday.
like I
I'm
said, if
keeping it
y'all want me
real.
back, I will be back. I can do this all day.
All
That's a
right.
bet.
Well, we
Shit, I'm trying to
appreciate
keep it
you.
real about my team, and y'all trying to suspend me. Boy, I tell you,
If I even get, if
Y'all
you know
drunk
what y'all
ass ain't gonna even remember this shit come Wednesday.
sure
hell
ain't.
y'all have me back on Wednesday. I'll break out my old Aquinas jersey from back in 2006. I'll put it on. I'll even go on camera.
Oh Lord.
You know what? You do that, I'll put on my old City Girl jersey.
Hey, I'm saying you doing all that just to be put out in the quarterfinals. But I like you, Mr. Bird.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go again.
Oh,
You know what, Mr.
It's like a
Bird? I'm
bad.
gonna
It's
do
like
this.
a bad record.
I'm gonna do this for you, Mr. Bird. You don't say nothing. I'm doing this on behalf of you. Kiss his ass.
I don't want to kiss his ass. He can kiss my ass.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling yo to kiss your ass. Kiss his ass. So that's that.
We'll see.
But guys, y'all take care, and we will see you on Wednesday. Y'all got anything else to say?
Good luck.
What year I finished at Aquinas? I graduated 2007.
Oh, y'all so young. Y'all so young.
Oh, when my team catch an L on Friday, huh? Okay, I got you.
No, I'm just saying y'all are young.
Jeremy, you just made the list.
Yeah. He can't get nobody out of nowhere. He lucky his crazy ass still around here. Damn patient. He can't kick nobody nowhere. Spanking ass. All right,
I know, right?
Y'all take care. Y'all take care. Yes, because I just celebrated my 30th class reunion this year. That's all right. I still look good.
By the time you caught up. By the time you caught up.
Oh, shut up.
And I'm right behind you.
Y'all take care.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace up, A-Town down. See y'all on Wednesday.
Basketball school.
Wax on, wax off.